I just do me, but they say I'm too much. Chosen one, I don't ever get too far. Woo. And my mama said I'm special. If I don't trust you, shoot your metro. Future looking bright, nigga, got that glow. Professor X, nigga, all the gifts I show. My life like a movie shot off the hit show. Me and blessed hands make a bitch get low. James Willis, DJ CEO. Dave hit record, now we on beast mode. Let's go.
All right, we back.
Hey,
Fixed everything.
hey everyone.
Hey.
What up?
All right, so y'all started talking and having a little conversation. Y'all could continue to build on that. Where y'all left off.
So, before we went off, I asked Antoinette how do she feel, or how would she feel if she came to a situation where a person that she trying to date had their past partner had a baby and made them the godparent, but they're not no longer dating anymore. How would you feel about coming into a relationship like that? How can you deal with that? And what is your perspective, or of you coming into like, hey, I was already in this person's life and they oops and had a baby, but we're not together anymore, but they made me the godparent of the baby. So how would you feel if you was in that kind of predicament? Like, seriously.
I mean, if I'm getting what you're saying, the fact like you're always the godparent, like if you're a godparent, like you got to be there for that baby forever, period. It's not about the parent or not. You signed on to just be that. So if y'all can be cordial and get along, like
no, but what if the baby mama being despiteful and trying to make her the godparent because they know the baby daddy ain't gonna be there in their life no more, so therefore they made you the baby godparent because they know that you're gonna be the goofball and go ahead and step up and be the god daddy parent to the baby.
Well, if you signed on for that, when you say, yeah, I'll be the godparent, whether she have ill intentions or not, that's still your god baby. You're going to have to come out them. I mean, do what you got to do for that baby.
So what she's saying is, what if Darius had an ex-girlfriend and the ex-girlfriend made Darius the godfather of her baby?
How would you feel about that situation?
How would you feel about that situation?
I was lost. I feel like life is not what you want it to be. So sometimes you just got to flow with like the weird stuff. So if I trust my man, then you could be a guy.
Girl, sometimes it ain't got to be about trusting the damn man. It's trusting the other bitch.
She can't do nothing if he don't allow her to.
Girl, it depends. I mean, you know what? I don't even want to put Darius in this because Darius a good guy. I don't even want to put him in there. I don't even want to speak upon him because he gonna play. Listen, because I know he gonna play the good man, role, and he's a good man at heart, no doubt. But we don't use another person.
But if you're with a corny one, he gonna be corny in all situations. So like whether she make him the godfather or whether he out in the streets, he's just gonna be corny all the time. But
that's weird.
But I mean, bitches and men have weird intentions all the time. So like, I just be like, it don't really matter what your we just had this discussion the other day, and he was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "It don't matter their intentions because it's whatever I allow." So like, I'm gonna be like, "Do your thing. Did you get your baby a chain for his birthday? Did you get what your god baby need?"
But here, okay, so that's that part, right? So the other part is that the parent, though, the parent of the baby don't know or don't want you to be around the baby.
Oh yeah.
Don't me as his girlfriend?
Yes.
It is what it is. Like, I'm gonna respect the mother's wishes. It is what it is.
She's very open. I don't think that's normal.
I don't think that's normal neither because there's no way in it. Listen, me personally, there's no way in the hell that I'm about to sit here. I'm over my man house or my woman house and we chilling and I gotta leave because you decided you want to bring the baby over because you don't want the baby around me. That's some fucked up shit.
Well, that's when he needs to step in and be like, my girl's here. You didn't call me. You didn't tell me nothing. Like, or he needs to line out that boundary in the beginning. Like, look, my girl about to be around. So if you want me to be a godfather, this is what I'm going to do. And these are my boundaries.
Well, that's the answer I'm looking for. Now that was the answer I was looking for, Bree. I ain't gonna even lie. That was the answer I was looking for because there is no way in the fuck that you better sit here and be a godparent to a child and you can't you're not allowing the baby to be around the other significant other. Just like me, prime example, with me and my ex, you know what I'm saying? Me dealing with the fact that he, of course, I know he gonna be talking to other women or he gonna end up in another relationship, but I have to deal with the fact that there is gonna be another young lady around my kids, but if she got the best attention for my kids, then you know what I'm saying, there ain't nothing I could do. But just know that when I do come pick up my kids or whatever the case may be, that I am going to be there, you know what I'm saying? So let's be grown adults here and let's compromise, because I'm sitting here compromising with you, so compromise with me how dealing with the whole situation with me coming to get the kids and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was just my little toss up in the air, y'all, because I had, a couple of friends that dealt with this, and I was like, oh, bitch, this is some juicy stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because the angle of just being a step parent and having to deal with the significant other parent having maybe a new partner and your kids that you may have had with them being around somebody else or whatever. That's
Right.
the dichotomy that's kind of becoming more natural and normal for us that we have to deal with and navigate now, which a lot of
Right.
us don't do well. And because we
Right.
weren't taught that shit. So,
Right.
I mean,
Right.
what you just threw to the table was some crazy shit. That's some weird shit. So, yeah.
Right. So my thing
I
is
don't
like
think I would. To me, I wouldn't even probably even have accepted that. If somebody asked me,
what?
just say if my ex asked me, can you be my baby's godparent, knowing that his girlfriend don't care for me or don't like me,
Right. Now that's
why would
different.
I accept being your baby's godparent?
I can't do it.
Right.
I'm just
Right.
not about to be in that situation, and I'm not about to allow my mate to even deal with that. Like, we're not even going to deal with that because I'm just not going to accept it. The
Right.
past is the past. Now I
Right.
am friends with my exes.
Right.
That's something that I choose to be because I feel like I'm not going to be fake and stop being around your family. I'm single. I'm not in a relationship, and I'm not about to stop being fake and stop being around your family just because we're not together.
Okay,
You see
so
what I'm
now
saying?
my next question is, like, how would you feel like if you and your dude, y'all moved on or
What's up?
whatever, boom, everybody got their own little mate, but you got invited to a family function of your ex, but he have his
Oh,
new girl there, and you come, and now it's like, you know what I'm saying? But then again, like things like that really happen nowadays because of kids and birthday parties and things like that. But some women nowadays, they get really uh nasty sometimes. Like, I don't want that woman to be around my kids, but it's like, yo, hey, this the kid parent. I mean, grandmother or uncle and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep them away from them, and then if I invited my girl to come to a family event, I mean, how do you get through stuff like that? Because most women don't know how to get past that kind of state of mind or being in a relationship with people that does things like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so glad
That's
that you
interesting.
brought this up because, like, in my own experience, like he said, she's very open. Like, I was not open and I couldn't. I knew that I should be able to handle that eventually. But when I was in the moment of experiencing that, I couldn't handle it. And I knew that I couldn't participate and be chill. So I just kept myself away from situations. And it was hard because, like, I loved his family and I wanted to be around his family. Like, that's my family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that person's there, which is how this process is supposed to go. And you're
Right.
naive if you think that, you're supposed to block that or like that. Like, this is just the natural flow of things. So
Right,
and it
right.
also stopped my process of growing too, because I couldn't handle that. So I think anytime that you like close family off, like that's terrible for the kids. Like, it isolates them from all the love that they can get. But if
Right.
you are not at the space mentally and emotionally where you can be in that space and be functional and normal, then keep yourself out of it, because it's you. Like, you
Right.
gotta take accountability. Now I
Or
can handle it.
how would you feel like if like because I see this shit all the time and this should be bugging me and I'm like I don't understand how people deal with it, but I see I'm the outside person looking in. So say for instance like you know neither one of them want to bring their significant others to the family function. How would you feel about that, or how would you think your significant other feel about them not coming to the family function that is for the child? You know what I'm saying? And that person loved the child just as much as their dad. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's supposed to come together and fellowship and have a good time with this child, but the other parent is feeling some type of way, so they're not bringing their significant others to the party to make them uncomfortable.
Mm. That's
Well, they gotta be messing around because
What?
I don't. Because let me tell you something. If I'm in a relationship, I'm going to break down to my partner everything that goes on with me, right? Hey, I still, hang out with my ex's family. This is something I've been doing. I will respectfully pull back some, but this is
Right.
something that I do. Is my
Right.
ex present sometime? Of course he's present. I'm at his mom's house. Do we mess
Right.
around? No, we do not. But I'm still cool with him.
Right.
Now, if you're uncomfortable with this, then we can talk about it.
Right.
But I'm letting you know up front, this is what goes on. This is
Right.
like family to me. And no, I don't have no children by this person, but this is what goes on. I'm still cool with his family and I'm still cool with him.
Right. But you know what? I ain't gonna even lie because like even now with me and my ex-husband, sometimes, when it comes to our son, everybody comes to the party. Everybody, his people, his cousin, brothers, auntie, uncles, grandparents, my peoples, everybody come together to celebrate our son or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, say for instance, if he try to invite me or his not even him, like a auntie of his invite me to come and kick it with them, I'll feel kind of awkward a little bit because you know what I'm saying? He coming in with his new girl and his aunt like, yeah, come kick it and chill with me and you know what I'm saying? I don't want to like throw it in her face like, bitch, I still got, you know what I'm saying? Like, the family still love me. They ain't gonna love you. They ain't gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people is really crazy and they really think like this. So for me, when I do get invited to certain events, I say no because I don't want to, make no kind of drama, no bullshit, because I'll fuck her up and they know that, for one. And
right.
for two, I just don't want to have no back and forth. Like you said, she will feel like we're still messing around because they like, well, why she still got to come to all these family functions and you're not together?
See, I just got a problem.
And your child is not there.
I mean, this is my problem, like, but I want you to speak on, well, if you desire, like,
I'm about to
your
speak
thoughts
on it.
But that's that limiting, like, why she got to be there? Like, well, why you got to be insecure? Chill out, because
Exactly.
Years and we got love in the family. Like, how childish are you, or like just immature or insecure that you can't handle another female being here? That's the mother of my kids or whoever it is that was a person in my life. Handle yourself, get to know them, vibe with my family, or you can keep yourself to the left. Like, grow up.
Yeah, you don't have to come.
Yeah, but some women don't think like that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women don't feel like, oh, I gotta sit here and I gotta shut the fuck up and just let your ex come and party and kick it with the family. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just hypothetical. This I haven't been through this experience yet, but I'm just saying if it did comes to it, I know how to handle myself when it do. And to be honest with you, I just prefer not to participate in like certain, family functions. You know what I'm saying? To just avoid that because for one, I don't know how she is. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And I don't know if she gonna flip out and you know what I'm saying, like turn to a
Well,
whole
it,
asshole.
well, it happens to me often. And
Really?
I'm not gonna lie, like it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. And I just feel like it doesn't happen to me because I'm just saying because I'm still cool with my ex's family. So I
Right.
don't care if his girlfriend is around. That doesn't bother me. Now, if it bothers her, I don't know. No one tells me,
Right.
and I don't
Right.
care. I'm coming because I'm cool with them. We big on birthdays. We don't miss birthdays. She come to my party. I was engaged. They came, was willing to come to my wedding and everything. That's just we're just family
Oh,
like that. We're just family
okay.
like that because I'm not an insecure person. And the
Right.
person, like I said, I explained that to my fiance and the person who I was with. Hey, this is what goes on. Now, if you
Hmm.
ever have a problem with it, I can respect your wishes.
Right.
But
Right. Right. Right.
if you don't have a problem with it, I'm going to still go over there and do what I've been doing. This is normal to me. This has been going on years and years and years and years and years. How am I going to
Right.
say this is no longer my sister-in-law and I can no
Right.
longer be around her because I'm not around? I don't go with her brother. That's fake to
Right.
me.
Yeah,
Right.
literally.
That's
And
some real
You know,
anybody
shit.
that's what you're still
The
my
same way.
sister-in-law. I'm still gonna pull up on you for your birthday. We still gonna kick it. I'm still gonna pick
Yeah.
you up. I'm still gonna go to your mom's house and have a Sunday dinner every now and then. And I'm still gonna have love for y'all because y'all my family. It
But
doesn't
see,
stop.
but the thing is with that is how would your man feel if he stepped in and said something to you about you doing that though?
But
oh,
like I said, I haven't had a man my ex fiance used to come over there with me.
What? That's some weird shit.
No, I mean,
absolutely.
Y'all just been kicking like that. No, I'm just talking shit.
no
I'm just talking shit.
no one in the situation likes each other anymore, but we're still
Right?
family.
Right. That's how I
I'm
am.
not insecure about it. He's not insecure about it. Now, if my fiance would have said, well, hey, we just going to cut this off. And I'll say, okay, respectfully for my
Right.
relationship, I'm
Right.
still calling y'all. I'm still going to come over. But as far as, coming to functions, I'm going to put a pause on that right now. I hope y'all
Okay.
can understand,
Well,
but
see,
if no one has a
yeah,
problem with it, what's the problem?
yeah. Okay.
Because if
Dearest, how you feel about it? I want to hear from a male perspective now.
Right.
Cause I'm telling y'all, this is some good shit, and this
Like
need to be
the word,
out.
I like the word you use, Antoinette. It's security. It's all about
Hmm.
how secure you are, whether you're the male or the female in the situation, even the family. So a lot of people just ain't comfortable enough to be in them situations. So, like you said, T baby, they just don't put themselves in there. And that's fine too, because you don't know how the other person's are gonna react because they're insecure.
Right. 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 Right.
But I'm of the mindset where I'm like Antoinette, where I'm going. And I can't just cut ties or it ain't necessarily fake, but we build up a rapport with each other. We have a relationship experience. So when we kick it, it's gonna be fun. Why would I just stop doing that just because me and another person fell out? So to me, that's just how my brain works. And I'm secure enough to go be around other people. But I understand why a lot of people and a lot of men, y'all are talking about women that get in that type of energy and emotional. It's men too. Men is
Really?
really insecure. Yes, men don't like they territorial. So
right,
Really?
get in men's territory, they feel some type of
Mm.
way. And we territorial about a lot of things, whether it's our kids, our woman, our home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
Mm.
a mindset we have to make us feel a type of way when another male energy gets in our territory. Um, I'm dealing with something today, literally. My oldest boy. So he my son. When I came into the picture messing with his mom, he like his dad wasn't around, and I've been with him since he was 2, and he turning
Mm-hmm.
8 today. So today is his birthday, and I know I would love to be there for him on the day of his birthday and do things, but this
Mhm.
how some men feel a type of way and they have pride when they family members coming around like, where your son, blah 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 blah. You ain't been there all year, but it's his birthday time, so people in your ear, so you kind of want to show off. So I understand wanting to get your kid at that time, so I've always been of the mindset to where I'll let you have that day.
That day, because at the end of the day, you with him all year round instead of that one specific
Around
day.
everything. So I put
Right,
into the mindset to where like you can have him that day, you could do your way.
right,
And after that,
right,
I have my day. I've been
right.
trying to link up and do stuff. I got his number. I was gonna message him, but I know how he is. He get in his feeling. He territorial, just like a lot of men are. I'm not
Yeah.
that way per se when it comes to those type of relationships, but I am territorial, so I
Mhm.
understand. So, but I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm the same way with Antoinette. It's like shit. We all could kick it. We could be
Mhm.
chilling, like,
Because
and
it ain't nothing to
And
hide. If it's
yeah,
and
nothing to
then and
hide, what I got a problem with bringing you around for? I'm letting you know
right,
before we even go. This is what's
right,
going on. This is what I've been doing, and you either accept it or you don't accept it. But this is my
right,
life,
right.
Well,
But
and
you
it was
know
my
what?
life before I met you.
yeah,
I know, but for me, it's like I go to certain family occasions. You know what I'm saying? Of course, death in the family. Um, my mother-in-law per se birthday party. You know what I'm saying? Things that really touches their heart and they really would like for me to participate in. But like every family function and stuff like that, it's not no insecure thing. It's just that I'm respecting his relationship.
yes, yeah.
that too.
That's
That's
fair.
mature.
That's
That's
mature.
some
Yeah.
real stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to just come in there and be like, I'm his baby mama, bitch. I'm his ex. You know what I'm saying? Because
You're
most
not
women,
confrontation. Are you? Be honest, Antoinette. Do you kind of got a confrontational attitude? Not in a bad way. It's just it is what it is. You don't mind if somebody getting want to get in the dirt. You'll get in the dirt with them. You ain't
We're talking
scared.
about fighting.
Not even fighting per se. Just if somebody.
Oh.
Like, I'm confrontational. I ain't gonna lie. So I feel like you probably got the same mindset
Well,
as
you
me.
gotta think you're calm in all aspects. Like you say, we could kick it, but if it goes there, it goes there. But like, yeah, I think that's different. That's a
Oh,
multi-level
okay.
question.
That's why I wanted to ask her. I'm like, why is she cool with it? Because it could go there with me. That's
Because
why
you're secure.
yeah.
That's all it is. Like that's it. But I do want to say, like, it's not always that y'all two messing around while y'all don't want to be in the same room or bring your significant others around. It's
right?
just again like that maturity level because I
Hmm.
knew that my kids would want us all to be around each other, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I could not emotionally handle it. So at the end of
Hmm.
the day, if y'all can't handle all being in the same room, like the main core thing that has to stay straight is the mother and the father for those children. You have to have the best relationship, and you
Right,
got to have real communication with your partner. Like, listen, I think it's gonna cause a weird situation, but I want my kid to have the best birthday ever today. They
right,
want to be here. Is
Right.
there something else that we can do to make you feel good, to make me feel
right,
good, and to make my child have the best day? Because that's all it's about. Like, listen, it's what the baby want that day. It's not really about nobody else's emotions, period. If you
right,
gonna mess it up, stay home. Like that's just it. And everybody's mind need to be focused on that baby or whoever the thing is really about.
right,
Because I
right,
feel
right,
like
right.
when you bring drama to the family, like it's so disrespectful.
It's so disrespectful,
That's just
and I hate that kind of drama. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of woman now where I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. I don't want to feel like I'm better than her because I was married to this person. You know what I'm saying? Or I do have a child by this person, but do respect me and I respect you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And it comes to certain boundaries on certain situations where, I will come to certain family functions, but it had to be something very important. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a death in the family or something like that. But other than that, I'm not about to go kick it with them all the time and shit like that. Like I don't have time for it. They know me though. Like we still kicking on Facebook and everything like that. That we still say hi. I call them, or I'd rather kicking with them by myself but besides them coming with us.
You know
see
what?
what I'm saying?
You made a beautiful point because you were like, I'm respecting their relationship.
Yes.
And I don't think I've ever thought about that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go is because I don't want to cause an issue or I
Right.
can't handle it. And I will admittedly say, like, I had a moment where I was like, oh, that's my mother-in-law and that's my whatever.
Right.
Like, that's my brother. And like, why they whatever. And then I was like, you sound goofy. You sound like a
Right.
goofball. Like, what do you expect? So
Right.
like, you gotta still be reflective, but
And then like I said, you know, even if you still want to have that kind of relationship with them, you know, do the things you wanted to do, you know, still together. Like,
Yeah.
you know, me and my ex, me and his auntie cool as hell. You know, we do shit outside. I don't need him to come over there. I don't need her, you know, to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to kick it with her, I kick it with her. You know what I'm saying? And like his mom, if I still want to go to dinner with her or she want to go to lunch with me, she'll call me, hey, daughter-in-law, you want to go to lunch? I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather have that kind of relationship with them than to me always have to be in their presence with her and him, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I think that just respects everybody and puts a level of consideration that's different.
Yeah.
Like something I'm gonna start thinking about moving forward. Like, how would this be beneficial to everybody else too? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, what about if the person don't even care? Like, what about if your ex-husband don't even care that you're around? Have you ever thought about that? Like, he don't care. I mean, if they don't, it's all about respecting. If he's not respecting his relationship and caring, why should I?
Because then you're gonna.
I mean, at the end of the day, would you want somebody to do that to you that do care?
That do care? I don't.
Yeah.
But honestly, stuff like that don't bother. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Stuff like that honestly don't bother me.
I mean, just say for instance, if something did, you know what I'm saying? I'm just hypothetical speaking.
One time.
I mean, I'm just saying something. I'm pretty sure like you're not 100% okay with everything that goes on in certain situations that go on with you. But just say for instance, something pinch a nerve for you and you don't like it.
Then I would speak on it with the person that I'm with.
We talking about ex.
Oh, with your ex? I mean, I don't know. I just never like. I don't know. See, my situation is so different, and it's been going on for so many years, and it's just different. Like, I'm not going to. Only way that it's going to stop coming around, I'm going to stop coming around if they don't invite me. I mean, they're inviting me places. I'm just going to be like, I mean, certain stuff I don't go to, but a lot of stuff I do go to. And a lot of stuff that I have, they come to too.
That's because y'all got a good
relationship.
relationship.
I don't even have a kid by this person. I mean, it's just, we're just so used to being around each other and loving each other that if his girlfriend has a problem with it, then she needs to talk about that to her boyfriend. And if he's not doing nothing about it, then if she can't handle it, then she need to not come around or take it up with her boyfriend. Yeah. I don't have nothing to do with that because when I'm coming in good intentions. I'm coming to hang out with the mother and the sisters, my nephews and my nieces. That's it. That's all. I ain't looking for him and he ain't looking for me. Yeah, we just happen sometimes to be in the same room and we know how to be cordial to each other.
I know, but if the girl do, like you said, if she do feel a certain type of way, she should definitely say something because I'd be like, ain't no way in the fuck. She got to sit here and continue to be at every motherfucking function that you and your family have. And you telling me y'all not together? And it ain't even no insecurity type shit. At every function though? Sorry, now that shit ain't right. Nigga, you still love this woman. And obviously this woman still love the fuck out of you.
But
There
she
are
said it
families
ain't
that
him.
can do
It
that,
ain't
though.
him inviting her necessarily sometimes, right? It's the family members. You may have built a good relationship.
So you can't, no, sometimes you can tell the family member, no, I'm cool, auntie.
Yeah, that's true. He do got to step up.
some
Like, stop inviting her.
families, no, but some families like can really, really do that. Like they
Yeah.
can go on vacations together. They can all, and that is really like we think like, oh, that's abnormal. But what if it should really be that way? We just are not functionally able to make it happen. Because
No, I'm not going on no vacation with my ex. That's not happening. Listen, and I'm being honest with everybody. I'd rather for my ex and his girl go on vacation with the kids. They have their own fun, and I have my own fun with my woman and my kids at the certain time. We all not about to sit here and cool fucking by y'all and eat at the fucking table every motherfucking day. Okay, y'all have fun with yourselves, and I have fun with myself. Okay. That's just me.
But is it because it's still hurt there? Or are you over the hurt? Because once you get over the hurt, it's no longer. It should no longer be a problem. Like I think
I am. It's just the fact that we're not together anymore. We're starting new lives together. I want to make memories with my new person. You should want to make new memories with your new person also.
I mean, we do that every day, but if we got we can.
No, I ain't doing no vacations, y'all. Fuck that. Somebody else said that. Approached me with that. I ain't doing no vacation, y'all.
I don't know about a vacation.
I'm just being honest. I'm not doing no vacation now. I'm not.
Vacation, though?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, but I just feel like, it's different levels. It's different levels to situations. And to me, now just say if I got married, all that, my husband probably definitely would be like, I ain't going for that. We ain't doing that. That's something different if we're talking about it and then we come to understand it, okay, we're not doing that.
Right.
Hey, my dude. Hey, this my homie right here, y'all. What's up? He said, hell no. Hell no about what? That nigga agree. That's my dog.
But it's okay.
I just feel like certain people, and that's probably why I'm single. I mean, that's probably why I'm single. Yeah. People just probably can't take me doing what I want to do.
Yes. Second.
Well, yeah, and see, and that's another thing, because like you said, you so used to doing what you want to do, and it's kind of hard for it's kind of hard for a man to come and try to break what you're used to what you're used to doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you're like, no, I'm used to doing this, but listen, sis, hear me out. Sometimes you gotta look, sis. Sometimes you gotta break the little wall down sometimes and just, all right, babe, all right. I mean, just a little, not all the time, but all right, babe. You know what I'm saying? Even though you are used to doing certain shit by yourself and you used to doing this and that and that. All right, babe, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Just and I promise that man appreciate you just for doing something little for once.
Actually listening to what he needs.
Yes, yeah.
His boundaries, because we don't listen. Like when you first said it, I got defensive, and I was like, "Why are you gonna let him change your mind?" Like I do think that you should let your partner know, like this is what it is. Like Antoinette said, like this is my family, and that's period. But if he says like, and if he can't get with that, like this is my baseline, this is my family, and that's it. He can't get with that, then you just not meant for me. But once he gets to the point to like, all right, this is going too far at this point and this point. And this is why, if it's logical and makes sense and isn't demeaning or restricting you in a way that you're not comfortable with, then just listen, women, because we do not listen.
Because we don't.
God.
Like I said, we got territorial issues.
Yeah.
So it ain't even a nigga being insecure, to be honest. It's just this nigga in my territory. And it's bothering me. Like, that's all it is.
But is that because you still have emotions?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with it's just we know that it might have been some past thing going on, or like we can acknowledge that and we could get over that. It's just a simple fact. He is literally just in our territory as another male.
Right.
And doing something I had my mind set on doing with my family at one point. No, I'm saying I just don't want this nigga here. That's all it is. Like,
Okay, so we got a comment. They said, I'll be damned if I go on vacation with my ex fiance. Ain't no way in the hell. We still cool, but that's a no go. Yeah, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
that
but
vacation shit
if
ain't
you
it.
had kids by that person, see, he don't have no kids by his ex fiance.
Because there is no way in the hell that I'm about to do that. No, I'm not.
But I
I'm
feel
just
you. I mean,
not.
I wouldn't go on vacation either.
Mm-mm.
But like I said, it's just everybody's different and everybody goes through different situations.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
um, I tell people up front what it is. And if they don't want to join me, then that's something different. But I ain't had a person tell me yet that it wasn't okay for me to be with, go over there or do that. I mean, they're
That's
fine with it. And
because
if
that's
they're not
because
fine
for
with it,
real.
they ain't speaking up.
That's because they ass is probably still doing they want to goddamn they goddamn self, okay?
I was just about to
And
say that. Like,
and this
what
ain't
you
letting your ass know. They like, and then the first thing that and listen, sis, and the first thing if you feel a certain type of way towards them doing something, the first thing them dudes gonna say is that you do it. What's
that's
the difference that you doing and I'm doing it?
any limitations that you put on somebody else, that means you about to put them on yourself. So if you want to
Yep.
tell them you can't go to family functions, but guess what? You can't either. Or like just
Yep.
putting all them restrictions on people and let them flow and just trust that
Yep.
whatever the mindset for this relationship is gonna be, like they got it. It's in their mind. We cool.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
We've been
Yeah.
talking about this a
Yeah.
long
So like you
time.
huh?
Change the subject. We've been talking about this a long time. This
My
is a good
bad.
topic.
I mean, but this be like real
it's
shit
been
that
home for
happens
me. I
though.
think the universe literally like just facing me because I've been kind of in my mind. I've been on some trash. Like niggas just gonna have to deal with my presence. Like because I put the work in all year. I do everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the respectful one because I know it could go there, and I will go there. But I know the environment it is for the kids and it's for the family. So
Right, right,
just being
right,
the level-headed one, I've always take the high road. Know what I'm saying? So
right.
this is good for me to reflect on that and be like, no, you're doing what you fucking supposed to do. You're doing the right thing. I mean, it ain't the
So
end.
you're a good man for that to keep sticking around. Most people will walk away, but that's a
Mhm.
blessing that you're doing that. I don't think anything is wrong with that. It's just all about when you get into a relationship, you have to let them know that this is what's going on.
Yeah.
Anybody I feel that's in your life that's real will understand that this is a child, and this child was in my life before
Yeah.
we got into this relationship.
I
Right.
just feel like sometimes he says like the more, and this is a good reflector for you too, like the more people in their life that's about love is better for them. And I just think like if when you become the father of my children or whatever, like you procreated with someone and you want the stability of these children to be best, like also make sure the stability and mental capacity of their
Right.
other parent is the best that you can assist in making it,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
that increases
yeah,
the survival and vitality of your offspring.
yeah.
Both of you
You
structured,
right.
stable, and growing, abundantly is better for that baby. So just get that baby to be the main
Right.
focus and do what the hell you
So
gotta do.
we got another comment from LaShawanda.
Lashana
She
Edwards.
yeah, she said
Lashana.
relationships are give and take in compromising whatever you and your partner is comfortable with and what makes sense to y'all, then everything will be okay. I think going to vacation is taking it too far, but some adults can handle blended situations. Well, I ain't one of them.
I wasn't for a while, but I am. I can handle it.
Yeah. Because your man make you feel comfortable. You see what I'm saying? To handle the
No,
situation.
I
girl,
think,
ain't even gotta be the damn man. I ain't with it.
and
I'm not with it.
I mean, I
like,
Mm-mm.
haven't been on vacation with my ex, but I'm still cool with my exes. I love all my ex mother-in-laws. I still talk to them on the phone. I still wish them happy birthdays. Now, if I get married, I probably still will call them, but me going around as much, probably no. Because my marriage,
This
I would want to respect my marriage a little bit more than probably a relationship. I'm not gonna lie. You know,
Just
most relationships don't work out, and then you stop your habits, and then it don't work out, and then it's like, okay, well, it didn't work out anyway. But a marriage is different than a relationship, I think.
I don't think. I
Huh?
think that for real. I think if you just switched up because now you got married or y'all getting married, like I think that's fate.
Mm.
Because
I just feel like, yeah, I can see what you're saying, but I'm just saying I don't believe that my husband would go for it. Like, you know, honestly, I don't think that a man would want to go for that. My husband. Now, in
well,
relationships, it was different. You know, they accepted it. Like I said, I would
mhm.
still continue. I would still continue to talk to the family, but as far as me going around hanging out, bringing my husband, if he's comfortable with it, then I'm comfortable with it. It
yeah,
just all depends on the person. But like I said, I'm forward with these people. They're not being blinded. It's not something that I'm bringing up months and months. I let them know, hey, this is what it is. And if you choose not to be around it, then hey, I mean, you don't have to be.
Well,
that's
I ain't about to sit here and I ain't about to be in no bikini in front of my ex and his girl, and that bitch show not about to fucking be in her damn bikini, okay? Cause I'll be damn if I get drunk and that bitch give me one wrong look. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
that's
y'all.
a good point.
And
You're
it's
right.
and it's very different, y'all, because I like women. Now, the
Yes.
women situations is very different, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, and I be damn if that bitch get intoxicated and then want to try to, nah, you need some ice. No, I got it.
Mhm.
You
yeah,
know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I'm cool on that shit. So
that's
that's
hilarious.
all you need is a couple of drinks and that's it.
Like of the mindset where I trust myself in any given situation. Like I
And
can
Right.
that's good. I'm
walk
glad you
over
do.
and I would go and like that sound good to go do that vacation. Do I trust your ex? Do I trust my exes? No.
Right,
They're gonna get drunk,
exactly.
they're gonna get volatile, they're gonna be looking crazy, they're gonna be looking at me like they want to try something, whatever the case may be. And if
Hmm.
you go there, I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna take
Right.
it further than what it probably should have went. So I don't even want to deal with that.
Hey, thank you.
But like I said, like that's really, can you handle it, or like can you guys handle this functionally? Because like I'm a flexer, like he always says, like
Exactly. He
she's
gonna be feeling
like
some
I'm gonna
type of
walk
way.
around like the lioness in the room, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna be like, "What's up, bet?" Like to her, like, "Hey, I welcome." Once my mind gets there to a secure place, and I'm really thinking about what I'm doing, like I'm a welcome her. Hey, you want to play cards? You want to come over here and talk to us? You want to kick it? You want to drink? Like
Yeah.
he'll play to serve you. But I'm a flexer, so when I put on my bikini, I'm putting on that bikini. That's like, damn, that's the top one in the room. I'm gonna do that because that's just what I like. So if she's that type of energy too, hopefully we could just vibe and be like, hey girl, you raw. And hopefully it
Girl,
won't be
be
no
quiet. You just trying to get her a kid. Shut up.
what?
Mhm.
No.
I'm just playing, Bree. I'm just messing with you,
But
Bree.
so if
I'm
you
just
know you're
messing.
gonna be on demon energy or they gonna be on demon energy, just keep it moving. That's just all.
Yeah. Yeah, but that Bay excation is not it for me.
I mean, I don't believe I would go on vacation. I wouldn't go on vacation with them, but I mean, I still hang around them. I mean, it's just
What
some
if they
people
was
can
like
handle it, some people can't.
5 free tickets to Disney World? Y'all not gonna go? We
I'm
got
not
all
no, I'm not going. I'd rather for my kids to go. I'm not lying.
I'm low key going
And believe it or not, that had happened.
because he pop off.
That had happened before, but my ex, like I said, he not even with no one. My ex-husband, he not with no one. So even if they did ask me like, T, you want to come on, I probably wouldn't want to do it. I don't want to. And especially, my lady now, she has so much fucking confidence. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, damn, babe, you put your trust in me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like she
because
have
she's not
full,
insecure. She
like
know her
she
woman. She know that you're
no,
not gonna do anything. She trusts you.
yeah, yeah, and she really do. But at the end of the day, I don't want to go on this vacation with my ex husband, and the family for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if she can't come. Like, that's kind of weird.
Right.
it's just
Oh,
kind of
well, if
it's
she
just
ain't
kind of
coming, then
weird.
that's something different. Now, if she could come and y'all can all make it work, then hey, to each
Not
his
even,
own.
not even, not even with the family. That shit is just weird. Like her coming around his family too. That's just kind of weird to me.
I
Like,
just think it's wild that I mean, you're right, it is weird and rare, but like so many things that I would say, like my thoughts, he would be like, yeah, but people don't think like that. But like,
yeah,
why
yeah,
why is that our abnormal? Like the stuff that would literally be families entirely healthily
Because
communicating and
people
being
have
together.
feelings and emotions. You're speaking off practicality,
People have
which
feelings and emotions that they're not able to like really reflect on and
yeah,
like
because feelings and
see.
emotions are different in everybody because they were raised. If everybody was
Yeah.
raised as a drone with the same type of Bible study, with their whatever the religion they were, if everybody had that plan of being raised, then yes, I could see that they will react to any given situation the same way. But everybody don't. So it is
right,
what it is. We got to play the cards we was dealt. Some niggas gonna feel a type of way, and that's fine.
right.
It
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah.
We
Well,
want me to get
I'm glad we touch bases on these because these be some real ass conversations and stuff.
I
A
needed to
lot
say
of Yeah, and a lot of people don't talk about this kind of stuff, but I be really
They
like I
don't.
think the more I get old, the mature that I'm getting into like being in a relationship with someone, I have to sit back and ask myself sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Am I ready for this? Am I ready for that? um do I feel like I could pursue or talking to a certain person if they can't accept this, you know what I'm saying? So the more and more I get into like trying to be with someone or dating someone, I ask myself these questions now. Like catch me probably like 2 years 3 years ago and I'm like, man, fuck that, you know what I'm saying? But now it's totally different, so I just be wanting to toss these little questions out there. I couldn't wait to talk about this, to be honest with you.
a lot of
I
levels. I like
couldn't.
that we all have like different perspectives on it and experiences.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that made it real dope. That made it really, really, really cool. Yeah.
Something.
Let me screen share real quick. So I want to talk about this Ime Udoka. Boom. So I don't know if y'all hip to this, what's been going on with him. I talked about Brett Favre earlier, but that's more football. I don't think that's up y'all alley. Y'all kind of hip to some basketball. So Ime Udoka plays for the Boston Celtics, and
Oh
he's been
yeah.
blasted. They still talking about it. One day ago, 10 out. Like, come on now. This should have been something kept in the organization. And if they wanted to punish him, just punish him and then release official statement from the Celtics. But this got blasted all out in the media. They made this like a TMZ type of deal. Like,
Who released it?
I don't know who released it. I think the Celtics.
So did he got fined for this or something?
I don't even know if he got fined. Like, to me, first off, cheating ain't no fireable offense from your job. But
Right. Yeah, that don't have nothing to do with that.
here's the kicker, though. I'll be fair because let me pull it back up.
You're diminishing my brand.
No, he cheat. Yeah, it is, but he was cheating with an employee. So it might have been a conflict of interest with the business, but some stuff is coming out that it might have been the fact that it was with one of the owners or somebody higher up's wife. And that's why he got the suspension he did from the team, right? So that's that's really a conflict of interest for real though, because you really not about to have somebody working for you that's messing with your wife. So I understand that. So my whole thing is just the media aspect being blown so much by everybody when it immediately happened. Like, that's just crazy to me. Like, this is some big time scandal shit.
I mean, I just feel like we watch so much Love and Hip Hop. Like, of course, this is gonna get like all the likes and all the views and stuff. Like, that's an interesting, juicy little story. But it would be stupid for the Celtics or Celtics, whatever they are, the Celtics to even post that, because that would be embarrassing for the owner. It shows like they have bad athletes in their organization, and there's insider stuff going on, like you're having relationships with our staff. So that actually looks really bad on the organization. And since you're affecting my brand, your actions now affected my brand. I understand why they give fines and why stuff goes out. Whoever released it, they probably paid for releasing that story. So, like, if you had that juiciness and somebody's like, "Hey, I'll give you 200,000 for the story," you gonna drop that. So I think it makes sense how it goes.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
dude on ESPN made that statement the other day. Like, if he was, is that what I'm talking about? He said, like, if he was white, this wouldn't have been blown out.
Mhm.
I mean, have we not heard lots of stories about white men?
No. Urban Meyer was getting twerked on by some lady at a bar or something. Urban Meyer is a white coach for the NFL and the NFL. He was getting twerked on by a white lady at the bar, and that kind of got blown, but not to the degree of this.
Well, Bill Clinton got blown.
The president. But look, my whole thing is the reason why it came out is looking like it's because he messed with somebody in the Celtics organization, wife maybe higher up, or somebody in the Celtics organization just was jealous and they felt some type of way, because
I was just thinking that.
This is crazy for this to get.
Well, we have somebody on here saying,
dang, we all said it.
Oh damn,
that's crazy.
The husband released the statement.
That's what 4 of us just asked the same time.
Somebody just said that.
Yeah, somebody said that the husband heard him on the ring camera.
Oh shit! Woo!
How did we all just ask the same question at the same time? No, okay.
Like literally. It was one before that. I think it was LaShonda again.
She said the husband busted them, but who released
So
the statement?
who put it out to where?
Okay, so do y'all think she probably did it? The person that he was messing around with?
No,
she's like another KK.
I'm thinking now that
Kim Kardashian,
the husband, maybe, but it's looking like the husband found out and he probably started applying that pressure. He might have been going up to the Celtics organization. He was like, "I'm blackmailing y'all" or something. I don't know.
Or he could have just tripped out at a practice one time and somebody seen it. It was like, "Hey, yo, guess what's going on?" Like, it could be that simple.
Oh yeah, and then they start looking into it, being serious.
Situation, and then it's out. Like
that can't happen. Like, oh, they too friendly with each other.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Yeah.
Somebody in the locker room seen it getting steamy.
Right, but you know, at the end of the day, I want to know how Nia Long feel. Like embarrassed, the humiliation. I think I said it right, y'all. I've been drinking, so if my words come out smurging and slurging, I apologize.
Smurging and smurging.
Baby bone King John.
And this hurt every time, okay? Every time. But I just want to know how Nia Long feel at the end of the day, because you know they've been together for so long, and you know certain people like Nia Long, you would expect for her the person that she with is like top notch, can't cheat, don't cheat, the dream man and everything. You know what I'm saying? And then for somebody to do that to her, it's like damn.
I mean, Beyonce is supposed to be the baddest chick ever, got cheated on. Like,
I know, that's the crazy part.
It don't matter. It don't matter about looks. I mean, a lot of people get cheated on.
But it's like Nia Long, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, she probably had her flaws too that we don't know about.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, at the end of the day, for real, these people are media coached. They are trained on how to look perfect in public and appear perfect, wear the right colors, this emotion. So she might be a terrible person behind background. Like, I talk to people every single day who have been married for 20 years and they hate their relationship. They hate their life. So that don't mean nothing. And maybe they wasn't even shoot. You don't know if it's a Will and Jada. She could be outside kicking it too. She just ain't got found out. So I don't look at nobody like, oh, these couples are so wonderful. Like, please.
Yeah, you're right. I'm with you
A
on
lot
that
of these couples are having open relationships just to survive in their relationships.
Facts. Or because they're
So
into
you just never know their situation. They might have had an open relationship, or he might have can get a pass once a month.
one.
Who knows? I mean, they're doing it. We hear about it. It's true. People are doing it.
James.
Okay.
Toxicness.
What did James say? This
But
James sounds like
somebody said,
someone on the inside of the organization was jealous. He was tapping that.
Of course, you know James gonna come with it.
he may probably had a couple of the staffers going, but I don't know. It sounded like the husband might have been the one that flagged it if he heard something on the door. Because who else would have? I was trying to think.
I'm literally saying, what if he heard him on the thing, ran up to dude, and somebody a freaking janitor mopping the floor could have been like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be that simple. There's too many people. They're stars. They're around.
They aren't married yet. Ain't nobody perfect.
Y'all think so? Oh, somebody said ain't nobody perfect. What's her name? Karen?
Yeah.
Karen
Yeah. My sister.
comments though. Hey, Karen.
And
Hey.
he just was a hoe. That was his personal problem. He probably just had a hoe problem.
What she say? Some of these people have imperfections, but never fix their personal problems. Well, yeah,
Sounds
imperfections.
like
Yeah.
most of us for real.
You get in that position of power to where you can kind of move and do things on your own time, and you kind of got some say on to where the employees under you move and how they time and their energy goes in your hand. Like you can manipulate that, and that karma will come back to you. So you can think you're sneaking around and you're doing whatever you're doing. It's always gonna come back, and that's what is
That's
what's
true.
happening right now. Like cheating is cheating, but when you're in a position of power and you're kind of manipulating shit and you're cheating, it's really gonna fuck you up. And I think that's why it's coming out the way it is.
No alimony, James.
No,
Shut up, James. Yes,
Right.
it is, because he cheated first.
I don't think him and Nia aren't married yet. I believe they've been engaged for years.
Yeah.
Who
They're
knows?
not married. That's her fiance.
And I've been hearing stories like her attitude ain't all that. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
that's
let's
what we said. She might be.
That's gossip. And
Let's not go into the woman blaming. Like it's her fault why he cheating.
I gave him full accountability first. She could get some accountability too now.
We don't even know.
Well, we don't. We don't know that though. I mean, we can say that, but we don't know that though. But it's 50-50.
I only brought that point up to say, like, we don't know what's been going on. We don't know. She knew that he was out here kicking it. Like, go ahead, have your girlfriend. We stay in the same house.
Right.
Play house. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Did
Right.
it need to be brought out? I wish people's business would stay behind closed doors. But what if it did stay behind closed doors, we never found out? Then we found out in 5 years, we'd be like, oh, look what the Celtics organization has been hiding.
Right.
You know
because to be honest with you, since it came out, neither one of them been saying anything about it. Nia Long haven't came out and spoke upon it, nor have he. Or besides him saying sorry.
Right.
And
Lashana has a point. You know, why are they've been engaged for a long time? You know, maybe it's already some infidelities there, and Nia Long just don't want to get married, but she continues a relationship with them.
Or some people just
they have been engaged for a while.
Some people just stressed about it.
I'm not about to be engaged to somebody for a long period of time. I'm sorry.
I know that shit right now for no 9 years, no damn engaged. I would have. We were supposed to have this ring 5 years ago. It's going on our 10th damn year. It's time to get remarried.
And they could definitely afford
it. Okay.
Yes, they can.
We ain't about to be engaged for no 9 years. Okay. That shit dead.
Over here making some comments. I can't.
What James say?
Don't be. How you gonna disrespect African bloodline with this stuff?
Actress Nia Long appears without her engagement rings and laughs when asked if she's working things out with cheating Boston Celtics coach Ime Udoka after she breaks cover for first time since his affair.
So she probably like, enough is enough. Hey,
Because this probably ain't his first time though cheating though, y'all. This probably the first time that they actually came out in the open.
We don't know that though. People could just fuck
You
up.
think so?
We don't know. We don't know. You could be faithful and fuck up later.
Damn.
right.
You might meet
But
somebody
yeah.
that blows your mind and like, damn, me and my wife don't have this connection. Like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah.
we all done the dirt, man.
Look at what my boy cheated on right there.
Yeah.
Look at them. Is them fake?
Is that's the picture?
Mm-hmm. That's her when she was.
What's the new girl look like?
Ooh,
How about that?
let's see.
No. Look. You want to look at that every day?
Titties. No, I'm just
I
playing.
mean, she busting. Thing busting still.
Are they real though? I just have a preference.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
Damn, that's crazy. One nigga did Nia wrong. Yeah, it ain't old Nia for sure. All right,
Mm.
now the female staffer.
Let's see what she look like. Why they ain't show her?
Oh, there she go.
Where?
Is that the second picture right there?
Long right there. Where old girl at?
These are all Nia. Why is the woman
I would say
nowhere?
Nia Long.
What is that? Oh, damn, that is Nia.
No, you put it-
Damn. That don't even look like her on that picture. See, look, she look evil on that picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The seventh picture. She look evil as hell, don't she?
Still ain't got no pictures of the woman.
They done took it. Oh, that's
No,
not
that's his sister. Look, watch out.
I'm not Google. I'm already Google in my head, so I don't know how to use Google.
Oh, Google playing crazy. They don't want us to know. They don't want us to see the girl.
No, for real, because it should still be in like. What's the first I?
That's it. I'm a dope
Okay.
or something.
Let's see what she look like.
Oh, is that her?
This is all Nia Long. Like,
they done
where
took her
is this
picture,
girl?
fuck,
Who is she?
Oh, so what if this is fake, y'all?
Well, they trying to hit us with a distraction. Because we
That's what it is. They don't want us. They don't want us to talk about it.
What's going on in the world right now? We supposed to be discussing.
Right.
Catch the coach with girlfriend. It don't even say this woman's
This
name.
damn Brett Favre shit.
Hey, well, listen, they was like, you gonna have to pay us if you write her name. So no. This is wild. I can't find her name nowhere. Oh wait. Nope.
No, that ain't it either.
Well, as a man, I give y'all my opinion.
With female staff member. That's all it says.
She ain't bad. And I mean, it ain't like Nia looked that much better than her, so I don't see why he wouldn't mess with her. If Nia is not handling things at home, you know what I'm saying? He has this at his access.
They must not be allowed to release her name because her name is
But the thing is, if she not the person that's fulfilling your needs, why still be with her? That's what I don't understand. Why cheat? Just tell her as you don't want her no more and keep it moving.
Yep, controlling.
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's more complicated. But you
Girl,
should.
complicated my ass. Just let me go. Because one of y'all gonna get fucked up.
Say it then, too, baby. Okay, she said, LaShawna said this story got so much heat because he's black. Let's just be real.
True.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
That's how
true.
we started today.
Y'all got me fucked up because Melinda Gates and all types of shit. Crazy. Like Bill Gates going to these parties with Epstein, whatever. I probably shouldn't have said that, but like, and that wasn't blown out in the media like TMZ and all.
Facts.
The fact that a sports coach cheating is headline is national news. Literally, it's only because it got it because he black. Because you got these corporations and these people, billionaires, who doing the same shit is not headline news. But anytime he do anything else positive or whatever, he in the news.
Well, he's like mid-level rich because you're not going to hear about the sex
Facts.
trafficking,
And
pedophilia rings
they literally
that
own
the
the
presidents
newspapers.
and CEOs and all the highest organizations in the world have. Like, you don't, sex trafficking should literally be on the news everywhere. Like, this is
Facts.
happening. It's all over your city. It's in all these organizations. These politicians support it. But we're watching this dude about James. I can't with James.
I mean, that's because, like y'all said, they got money. They have power. They have way more power than he do. What do you say? Until you get caught. I know that's right, James. No, James, stop.
Maybe don't agree. You said cheating is fun.
No, James, stop it now. No, I can't agree with you now. Stop it.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
they definitely made it.
I sound like him. I sound like a sister James.
Right. She said, I know that's right. Oh.
A sister James.
Facts.
Well, yeah. Well, sometimes.
Ooh, engagement is not a trial run. When you come to the table with the ring, you should be ready. Ooh, that's not going to be fast. That is facts.
What if you ain't got the money?
She said not going on
Well,
5
you
to 6
shouldn't even be.
months.
You shouldn't even be trying to be engaged if you don't got the money to marry somebody.
Mhm.
That nigga got money. He's a damn coach.
She just saying in general. In general.
Yeah. Well. I mean, but then again, if you do get engaged, probably, I mean, give them like 2, 3 years, right, to get the money together.
I don't give nobody 2-3 years on
2
engagement.
years. Oh,
If
see,
we
now
married,
that's just not right
I'm not
now.
doing that.
That's just
I'm
not
not
right.
doing
Why
that.
you can't just wait until the man get his money together for real to give you a beautiful wedding? Now
Right.
you rushing shit.
No, I feel like this. If I'm getting engaged, we need to be married within the following year, or maybe I can give you 2 years. Other
2
than
years
that,
is
why
okay.
would you ask to marry? Why would you ask to marry me if you felt you wasn't ready? And we may not even have. We can have a big wedding later.
I
Well,
mean,
he probably-
there's a fact right there. Like, I waited for a long time. I mean, I wasn't pressed about it. Like, I was engaged for a long time and I wasn't worried about it. But
Right.
like, I'm like, the financial commitment that is going to take to make a wedding, which I want a raw wedding and I'm going to do it on
It
my
takes,
own.
yeah, it's gonna
I
take a
got other
minute.
goals. Like, hey, I'd rather put that money in a property, put that ring on my finger. You my boo, I'm your boo. We get married eventually when we got money to just flourish. But let me go get that property and let me get that car and let me make that investment, and then we can talk about a wedding after. Because when me and my husband got properties and stability and hella money, that wedding
That'll be
really
good.
like I'm gonna turn up crazy. So fuck that ring.
Yeah.
Thanks, boo. Thanks, baby.
Yeah, cause I wait. I will wait for a wedding. I ain't gonna lie. And
I ain't waiting no years to get married.
I got engaged, and we waited about 3 years. It wasn't that wrong. I just wanted the wedding that I wanted to have, and shit, it was what it was. I went back to
Did it work
rush.
out? You know what I'm saying? Like, we want this timeline and we want this to happen, but then like, do it work out because that's what's best, or are we doing this
Right.
because that's what I want? That's what I want.
Because this is what I want, and I'm trying to hurry up, yeah. Because everybody know I'm engaged, and I want to hurry up and get married. But yeah, I mean, as they say, what is that? Time is patient, So I just didn't want to hurry up and rush it to the damn wedding. I really wanted a nice wedding. I ain't gonna even lie.
But if that's your expectations, that's fine. Because like you said, just
Yeah.
communicate with your partner, and then it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you know what you got to do.
Yeah, Antoinette, now, girl, if that's how you roll, girl,
Get it,
shoot,
boo.
to each his own, boo. Just let me know, because I want to come.
Yeah, I mean, I'm extra. Like I said the other day, I'm gonna either get married barefoot in the forest, or my
Right.
wedding will be ridiculous. So when
Okay, just let me know, because I want to come. Okay.
I'm gonna need to spend some stuff for that dress I'm gonna put on. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay, listen. Well, I don't know about me getting all slim. I'm thicky now, but
you ain't got to be slim to put that dress on.
baby, listen. I'm just that freaking dress on. Now make sure you play that.
We baby gonna be on the floor.
Yes, make sure you play that. He was like, shout out to my girl Tree Baby and Brie.
Yo, I got a video of you doing that when we went to Columbus. Don't forget.
Right, yeah.
Your
What these
ceremony
things?
and how you want to put on a show for one day should be the last thing. Too many going to the justice and going about their business, but building together.
I just don't. Do you think that like the marriage isn't that serious? Like their paper of us is that's really honestly the only reason that you have that is for business
It's a
and
contract.
insurance
It's literally a
and
contract.
for financial responsibility. So
Financial.
Mhm.
ain't nobody else, back in a Viking time or our African ancestors, they didn't
Yeah.
have no dude, no judge in a white, a black thing with a gavel saying, "Oh, y'all love is sanctified
They
now."
didn't.
They had
They connected their
contracts.
hearts. But
They
they
did.
connected their hearts. You know
They
what I'm saying?
had
Nobody
contracts.
gave them a paper
Oh yeah,
in the village like, "Hey, y'all could be married
right.
now. I gave you
no
permission."
certificates, but they had contracts.
So that if you
Yeah,
want
now I do agree. I do agree on that because I think I was saying that to someone earlier. Later this I think it was sometime last week about marriage is like nothing but a contract for me. I feel like it's kind of a bondage because if you love that person, you love that person, and y'all know ain't nothing gonna happen. But once you put your names on that dotted line and things like that, they know your income, they know everything about y'all now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not. It's worth it, but it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's good and it's not good at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But I rather just to be happy without the whole shenanigans anymore. You know what I'm saying? If I knew what I knew now, I think we'll probably still be a one kind of sort of just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because of the money situation and things like that. So
I think when you find a person that you're like, my soul can blend with this person and it's safe on every level, like financially, emotionally, mentally, and y'all got all your priorities out the way and you ready, like do that. Do that. Like when you really fully
wait,
ready to let your soul melt with somebody else, go ahead and get married. I don't think y'all
wait.
doing this for business, but
Bree, somebody said
Right.
if he or she is not ready to be married financially, this is a that's a disaster waiting to happen. Marriage is not just based on love.
that's true, but you could build with your people. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all got married, y'all ain't got no money, and y'all went to the Justice of Peace and got married right quick. Hey, work your Pizza Hut job till you get to Spectrum, then go from Spectrum to your own business. Like, hey, you got to build together with
Yeah,
your crew.
yeah, yeah, you're
I
right.
just can't do. I can't. I mean, say whatever you want to say about me, but I just can't marry somebody that's not financially together. I'm sorry.
I think that's
Especially when I'm financially together, I'm looking for somebody that's able to come to the table and sit across from me that has their stuff together. I don't see myself marrying someone that is not all the way together.
To be
I
honest,
agree.
as a man, it would be irresponsible to try to marry somebody and you because it's a risk for you to be marrying
Yeah.
somebody and you don't got your finances. It's a risk both ways if you do got money. But 9 times out of 10, you do have your finances in order and you know how you can kind of write something to where it is in contract to where this will go here accordingly if we do decide to split up. But if your shit ain't together, then it is what it is. And
It's not going to work out.
not gonna work
And
out.
that's why my last engagement didn't work out.
But
It just
sometimes
didn't.
everybody
Like I'm
don't.
just not going to be financially together, and then my significant other is not. I mean, I love them, and don't ask me to marry you if you're not together. Like that's a whole nother level.
But
We can
sometimes
be
that you know
together and
how
work
they
towards it, but
you
don't
wait.
ask me to marry you, and you know that you're not together. You know that you know these are things that we need to talk about while we're in a relationship building up to a marriage. I don't want to marry somebody to where I got to put everything in my name. My husband got holds on stuff and we can't get a house together. We can't do nothing together. Everything is just on me, on
I
my
mean,
credit and everything.
now that part is
I just
different, but
don't.
you know how they sit there and say, I started from the bottom, now we here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to start from the bottom to get to really where they want to be at sometimes though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not financially rich or financially have bands on top of bands on top of bands, like, you know what I'm saying, like millionaires or like basketball players and lawyers and shit like that. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta start from, like, back in the day, our grandparents, our great grandparents. You see, they didn't have all the money in the world and things like that. They had all these kids. They had like 9 to 11 kids, but still loved on each other. Guess what? They went in the backyard, grew some crops and stuff like that, and made shit work for real. So
And I
now,
bet you, and I bet
That's
you,
part of
grandpa,
having your shit
and I
together.
bet you, grandpa made sure them bills were straight,
Yeah,
and grandma
right?
was able to sit at
He,
home.
I mean, he did, but still, at the same time, though, you got to start somewhere. Everybody just don't start from like. I mean, listen. That mean you listen, Antoinette. Your ass need to go on a $1 million app, bitch, and look for like one of the $1 million niggas, okay?
no.
Because,
But
honey.
you don't even have to be a millionaire. What I'm saying is that before you step to me, that's even in a relationship, okay? Before you step to me, make sure you're together. That's just like me dating someone without a car. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be picking you up and taking you everywhere. That's just
But
me.
see,
That's my
I
opinion.
know, but
I'm not going to
sometimes
date
it
somebody
is.
that's on the bus line when I know that I can find somebody that can at least have a car and can get around to get to me.
It's
We
coming
need to
across.
we need to read Jay. Wait, Darius, we need to play that one song 50 Cent. What's that 150 Cent song called? If I still in the now, will you love me?
That's
And
one
then will
question.
you still with it now for me?
It sounds mean and the way she's delivering it though, but she is absolutely right. Because even as a man,
I know,
you
but
don't have
sometimes
the
things
things,
just don't work like that.
move as a man to get the type of woman you really want though. Anyway, so at the end of the day, having your shit together, I think we all lost in translation of what it means. It ain't always financial. Like you said,
Right,
maybe back
right.
in the day, our granddaddies had that garden though. They had that land. They had some shit. They had their shit together.
Stability.
They had
Yeah,
some.
that's yeah.
Nowadays, a lot of men is like couch warrior, whatever the case may be. They going through whatever they going through and they struggling. They do not need to be dating nobody until they
They
got
don't. They need to get
I mean,
themselves together.
their shit.
I understand that too, y'all, but sometimes, goddamn, like everybody is not perfect. That's just like you trying to find you a woman and she ain't really got her shit together, but you still fucking with her anyway, right? So what's the difference from a female messing around with a guy? But I'm not saying y'all wrong because I ain't gonna lie, I don't want no dude who credit score at 300, okay? We gonna have to make some shit work, okay? Now, if your credit score at the 300 and you can't put nothing in your name, no light bill, no gas, now that's the problem. Now that's a problem.
So
But in the
you gonna
meantime,
date them? You gonna
but
date
in
them
the
with that?
hell no, not if his
Exactly.
credit
That's
score,
my
not if
point.
his
That's
credit
my
score
point.
300. Not
Listen,
if his no, but not if his credit score is 300 and he can't put no bills in his name. But if he really ain't got no money to make a big wedding, I'm not gonna knock him for that.
yeah, I'm not gonna knock him for that.
Well, I got somebody that said there's on my page private. They said there are people that don't have cars, but they get to point A to point B without anyone. And I feel you, but that's not even my point. That's actually them being practical and still having their shit together, I guess, because they still get where they need to get.
Yeah, but I ain't driving. I ain't dating nobody that I gotta be the driver. Everywhere we go. I'm sorry. Say what you want to say about me, but I ain't about to be dating no motherfucker. I got to keep on picking up. We supposed to go on a date, and I got to pick you up, drop you off. You can't even. My stomach's
No,
full. I'm halfway asleep behind the wheel trying to pick
Antoinette. Now,
you up.
Antoinette. Now this will be the problem if I gotta pick your ass and pay for the date. Now that's the problem.
Yeah, there you go.
Now
Damn,
I can see.
picking
Now I ain't gonna lie. I can see. If I could pick you up, but nigga, I ain't about to pay for the date too.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just certain things that I'm looking for. Now, if you can't, now it's just certain things like that's why maybe I'm just picky, and hey, My king is out there somewhere, and I'm just gonna wait patiently. I'm just not going to accept anything. I know what I want.
And
Well,
that's the
yeah,
point right
yeah,
there. Like, if you just know what you
yeah,
want, that's how it's supposed to be. And it is not wrong for a woman to
yeah.
say, like, I expect a
To
man to be.
say, yeah,
Because what's
yeah. Now that's not, yeah,
I've seen men actually post like logical thinking, healthy minded men, like their woman wants to get married, get married, get married. And he's like, I can't give you what you deserve yet. Let me just work it. This is my plan. I promise. Like, I want to marry you. This is what I need to do to get there. Now, some people be bullshit and that's not real. But I think that
right,
the man knows, like, I'm not moving in with you till I can handle this for all of us. I'm not,
right.
we're
Now
not,
that's the difference, Bree.
but that's what he needs.
I'm
So
gonna be.
Right.
I'm
the
gonna
type
keep
of
it
Now,
man-
Bree,
100.
that's real.
Nigga not doing that and having that mindset of leech. I'm gonna be all the way 100. If he ain't got that mindset, I ain't got my shit together. So let me get my shit together before I put myself in this environment and use them and their resources to get my shit together.
But on
That's-
the flip side, like how she said, not all people have a car. Like, sometimes you could be 18 years old, neither one of y'all got families, but y'all love each other and y'all you got, so you go out here and get
Right,
married.
right,
This-
right.
there's all types of people in America, all types of situations. Like, it's not like I can't be with you if you ain't got that
Mhm.
money. And on the other flip side, like, you need to see, you could sometimes somebody don't have that money or they don't have that car, they don't have that thing, but you can see the potential
That's true. And
in their
yeah,
mind.
Right.
Just
Right.
nobody nurtured this. Like, as women, we are nurtured
Right.
and men are protectors. And maybe
Right.
we know the type of situations that go on with black men and oppression and period,
Facts.
like the things that they've been through. So
Right.
this is in jail right now who can create masterpieces. So if he
Mhm.
comes out and just ain't nobody ever heard that man's story. I'm not telling y'all to go to
Mhm.
jail. I ain't never had a jail boy. I'm not recommending it. You know what I'm saying? But this is just saying, like, look at the potential, because money is not it all. And you could meet that one who about to be a millionaire if somebody
Mhm.
needs your
And-
voice to push his vision.
Bree, it's crazy that you say that because Karen just said nowadays so many people look at finances with financialists, and it's sad, but they mind and soul is messed. And some people got it all together financially, but they so messed up. Then what? That's
I was
true.
talking about this today. Like, them boys
That's
with
true.
that money, them boys who got
That's
that money,
true.
they do not know
That's
how to
true.
act. They do not know how to treat you. They
Look at Jada and Will.
Nah, I can't even bring that up. But I'm saying, like, them ones who got the money, I don't know if, like, just females be chasing
Mhm.
after it, like, oh, they just go for whatever, like, oh, he got the money, I need to stay around him, I'm gonna take it. Like,
Yeah.
because they think they can act this way, and then when you be like, I don't care
Mhm.
about your money, I don't care
Mhm.
about none of that. Like, you gotta act, you gotta
Mhm.
correct, period. So financially
Yeah.
stable or poor, you gotta be a real man and have that
Mhm.
potential and have that leadership that a woman needs, and that's what's really gonna get you a good wife. But how
Yeah.
do people get married and they're corny and they get with a corny because they supposed to be together? That's it.
Two
You
corn
know what I'm
on the
saying?
cob. So.
Two people like Antoinette, who's like, I want to be financially stable. That's a foundation for me. She gonna get with somebody who got that same mindset. That's just
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. On I wants to be a millionaire. I wants to be a millionaire wife.com.
Hey, they
you ain't
got
gonna find you, cause you ain't gonna find too many people out this way.
That's a good point though, because you brought it around for me. Because some men are in a predicament to where they need help. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some men do. Yeah.
If you find yourself in that position and somebody is willing to love you and offer some help to you, make sure you are not leeching and you put yourself in a state of mind to where I am using these resources in this environment and this energy to better myself, but it's also to better them. You ain't just taking away from them and making yourself, building yourself up, making the whole situation better, because when you take, you also have to give. So don't just be taking when you get in them situations.
And don't.
Ain't
Yeah.
nobody saying you can't be fucked up and need help, because everybody
Right.
can do that.
Antoinette, that's
Everybody needs help. Everybody needs help.
Everybody.
You know,
Right.
I feel, everybody needs help, but it's just certain people that I'm looking for when I'm in a relationship. I want my significant other to have himself together. You know, I want whoever, if I'm dating a person, I want them to have their self together. I'm talking about, at least working, at least, have a plan,
Ooh.
have some goals set. I don't want nobody coming into a relationship thinking they're going to take advantage of me, take from me. I have children, so I want them to come in as if, like, what can I bring to the table with her and her family?
Yeah. And
Vice versa, what can I bring to the table? What can I bring to the table with him and his family? We have children involved now. I don't want nobody that's going to be around me trying to use me. I want somebody that's going to come around me and be financially together, because right now I'm financially together. You
But
see what
see,
I'm saying? So I don't want to be dealing with nobody that I got to take care of. I don't want to deal with somebody to where I'm always the person that always have to step in. I want the person that I'm with to take charge and have themselves together and be a man.
But then
I don't want to date no little boy.
That ain't what you said, but that's different though.
I got a comment. Nate said there's so many people, male and female, that were probably financially, mentally stable, but all it takes is one relationship to mess all that up, and they have to start all over.
Yeah, exactly.
What did he say? I didn't hear. What did he say?
He's saying that there are people have been in relationships before where they had all their shit together, but that relationship ended up fucking them up, and they got to start all over, and they are broken mentally or financially, whatever the case may be. So yeah, he's right. That does happen. And
you can have everything and then have to leave and
start
all over.
Like shit,
you know what I'm
still
saying?
Better get that shit together before you come back to me. Like
I don't know. I mean, me as a woman, it's so much money out here to be made.
Facts.
It just ain't no excuse for somebody to be sitting around continuing to be broke. If I'm with somebody, I'm building them and they building me, we're building each other.
But that's true. Why, like, you gonna meet your equal outside. Like, what you give to the universe, what you gonna get back. So, like, if I hustle like crazy, my man gonna hustle like crazy, or we're gonna balance. Like,
but Antoinette made it seem like that person gotta have all this money. They gotta have this. They gotta have their shit on point before they fuck with her. Though she didn't say all of that. You didn't say all of that, girl. You made it seem like they gotta be the $1 million. They gotta
be $1 million like money. But they gotta have they stuff together before they step to me, or don't even interrupt my peace. Don't interrupt it.
I can understand, because I don't want no broke nigga out like now. I don't want my woman to be broke. All the women I ever been with, they been go getters. They hustle. They got side hustles and things like that. But I don't want that now.
Antoinette single, ain't she?
Wait, what happened?
Yes, I am.
Wait, James. Wait,
yes, I am.
James. Wait, Darren, what happened? Who said what?
I got her on my page. They commented on my page. My friend Nate said, Antoinette single, ain't she?
Yeah, I am single. I just know what I want. I know what I want, and I know what I want, and I'm not about to sit and be waiting on somebody to get themselves together. I feel in a relationship, any relationship or marriage, you should have yourself together before you get out there in a relationship. If you're not together mentally, physically, and everything, you shouldn't be in a relationship.
But what if you're not mentally and financially ready until you get into that relationship? Because it takes two people to build each other to get there.
Sometimes it be like that, but for real,
really sometimes it's not always like this person coming in with straight everything and you come in with straight everything. It takes two people to get where they need to be, though. Let's be real. Let's be honest, though.
Yeah, sometimes
like, I'm pretty sure, like, you got that, like, now you got that real hustle side of you, right? And you're going to push your man to hustle and get to where he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he come in like, babe, I need your help to push me to do this, I'm pretty sure you're going to help him to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not always like, you need to do this, you need to have this together, you need to push, it's like you putting a lot of damn demands on shit, girl.
I feel
I think that's her standard.
Yeah, she knows what she wants.
I know she do, but there's a lot of damn demands.
Step forth, and she ain't accepting of anything less. But to have the other mindset of being open and accepting of maybe a different way or a different route can be, you might find somebody else that might be compatible with you too, in the sense of just loving you the right way. They may not be financially
Well,
Okay.
good luck on finding them. Shit, help me find that kind of person. Then I'm just playing. I don't want that kind of person. I'm just fucking. Nah, I don't want that person. I want us to come in equal as what we are and build each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know if the love is real. Keep it all the way running. That's how you know the love is real. Cause if she don't got shit, or if she don't have what I got what she got. And if she can't stay with me because I'm down a little bit, then we don't need to be together then. How about that? Cause bitch, I feel like if you can't sit with me and I ride on the bus right now, you ride on the bus right now, and then I turn around and come up. Now you turn around and you get you a car, then we good. But you can't fuck with me right now because I don't have a car.
It just depends on
I'm
you.
just not doing it.
Like,
I'm just not doing it. I don't want to do it. Like I live in Akron. I date people that live in Cleveland. You know, if you don't have a car and I always got to come to you, I don't want to really be bothered with you. That's just me.
I
You
think
know, we can't do nothing. You don't have a license. Your license is messed up. You can't get around and all that. Like it's just certain type of people that I want to deal with.
They get a
And
trip.
that's where you come in, and that's where you come in and try to, help them. That's where you come in for real and try to help a little
Don't get me
bit.
wrong, I have been with men to where I helped them and I was there for them. But if they got to have some type of hustle and some push about themselves too. I just don't want to be sitting around having to, you know, baby somebody.
I was just about to.
I
I
have
just said
boys. I
baby.
don't want to sit around and have to tell a man what to do. You know, I want a man to come in to be already together. He already know what we gonna do. You know,
I
some
mean,
people have them
I
type of
agree.
relationships where they got to tell their man everything to do. Hey, babe, what you think? Hey, this, hey, that. I don't want that. I don't want to date a kid.
that's it.
I want a person that's already together, already got their stuff together.
So, do you think a man that asks for his women, his woman input is childish?
No.
No.
What James say? I didn't hear him. What James say?
Maybe he's being considered asking what you think, because some men won't even consider your opinion.
Mm,
Yeah, but some men can't get off the breast though. They
mm.
just always needing, just needy. Some men are just needy.
Yeah, well, it depends on what they need.
I think that what Antoinette is expressing is the high. Once we really get to the place,
Talk about
so
couch
let me
potatoes.
tell you this. I was thinking about what type of man I want,
Right.
and I kept saying like, "This is what I desire. This is what I desire," and I was like, "How do I expect some man to be that at that level, and I'm not at that level?" So I was like, I ain't expecting nothing that I can't bring to the table. So if I expect a man to be high level and be high money, I'm gonna make sure I get high level and high money. And when I get there, why would I accept something else? Like, unless you have the potential and the plan to get there, you're not on my mental capacity. Like,
I mean, there's nothing.
like she was about to get into a relationship, but she kept having leave that there because I need it. That she kept having to go on flights, and she tell her man, and he was bothered that she was going on flights. I'm going on flights to get money and to get somewhere because this is where my mental is. You got to be here or you're just not for me. So
Right.
I think communicating directly, like Antoinette saying, this is what I want, and that's period, that's on it. So it's crazy. I was thinking about it right when Karen said, she's like, that's where you need to be getting yourself together mentally and financially before you even think about dating. If you're not thinking about that, you're going to probably end up with someone who also isn't thinking about it, or somebody who's tricking on you or don't respect you and Captain Save a Hoe. I be looking at men like, why would you save that hoe? There's a whole bunch of women out here who are together. Like, don't save that hoe. You don't have to save that man unless you guys are compatible in creating a future.
Right.
Stable.
And see, and I think that's me. I'm very compatible. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I don't. I feel like if I bring something to the table, I'm bringing it to the table. And like you said, you bring something to the table also, but it ain't got to be no 5-star type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have a car, you don't have a car. You know what I'm saying? Because even before I even got married, I ain't gonna lie, my husband, he did not have no car. He had a good ass job, okay? He had his own place and everything. You know what I'm saying? But should I say no, I don't want to fuck with you because you don't have a car? You know what I'm saying? Even when me and him got even more intimate with each other, our mindset was so different. Like, even when with my daughter's father, I wanted to hurry up and move out the house at 18 years old. He wasn't, so I left. Okay, I wanted my own spot. He didn't, and by me meeting my ex-husband, he wanted to move out and things like that. Once we got together, we both had cars. He had a car and I had a car. But it took time for us to get things like that. You know what I'm saying? It just don't fall like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand where y'all coming from. I do. I completely understand. But I think, I'm just a little different. That's all.
They said women say they want a man they had their shit together, but when that same man has their shit together, then they get mad because they don't need anything from them.
What somebody say?
Women want a man that had their shit together, but when that said man has their shit together, then they get mad because they don't need anything from him.
Wait, the man doesn't need anything from the woman?
The woman gets mad because then they don't need shit from the man.
Yeah, if they're hyper independent. But hopefully he's a logical enough man to be able to break that down. Not that it's his responsibility, it's hers, but because if I could trust you, I mean, I don't really take anything, but if I could trust you and we could build together, hey boo, what's up? You can pay this rent.
Yeah.
When we in a relationship, you love me. Hey, listen, do your thing, player. I'll invest this money in the business.
They looking for their mother in a woman sometimes, not all the times. I'm sorry, not all the time. They don't look for no damn mother in no damn woman. I'm sorry, that's not true.
A lot of people date. A lot of men date.
And it's vice versa with a man because a woman do the same thing in men. Okay, I don't think that all the time.
You're supposed to psychologically. We learned about this.
If you come from a decent home with decent parents, you should look for those same qualities as somebody else. It's just normal.
Even
for men and women both.
Even if you come from a decent home, like people still follow the patterns of their mothers and fathers, and the way, like your literal love languages are the way that you were shown love as a child.
Right.
So you're gonna mimic that. Like my daddy loved me exponential way. You know what I'm saying? Like he spoke life into me all the time. So I'd be like, you're gonna have to speak life into me like my daddy does, and that's it. Like I look at the man that my father was into the man that I'll choose. The way my father worked, the way he spoke, the way he treated my mother. Like, so I ain't got no drama with it. Yeah, are you looking at your mother and women in an unhealthy way, like dependent? You gonna take
independent way? Now that's different, right? Now that's different, Bree. Now that's totally different. Yeah. Now that part is different. Now I can agree with you now.
Yeah,
now, I know. Yeah, now that I do agree. Now is it in a good way or in a bad way?
Yeah, because I got a son and I'm not trying to be your mama. I'm a mama to one boy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be your mama. You need to
know. That's different.
I hope that your mother taught you how to do that. Like, no, we're not doing this.
Nah, that's different. Because I ain't trying to be your damn mama. I got 2 kids. And one of them about to be 18 years old and I ain't got time for it, okay?
There it is. Just like Antoinette said, I got time for it.
Like you said, what now?
I said, that's what Antoinette said. She ain't got time for it.
I ain't got time for that shit. Okay.
I don't have time for it. I just don't have time to be raising somebody else's son. I have to raise my own. I don't have time for it.
Nah, I ain't looking for no guy who would like just like you said, who just need help all the damn time and got the titty in the mouth, because I ain't on that. Okay. Now I ain't know that. My own son didn't suck on my damn titty that damn long. I stopped him at 3 damn months. So I mean, damn, if I'ma let it go, see her and nah, I'm good. I'm cool. Poof, okay. I'm just being honest for real, honey. What they saying? Somebody texting y'all over there? Y'all just giggling and laughing and shit. What she say? She cracking up. What she say?
Go ahead, Karen.
I'm a mama's boy, and any woman that I love, I make sure to love her the way I wanted my mom to be loved. That's the problem nowadays, is that women talk to men that don't love their mothers or grew up without that type of female love in their life.
Yep.
Now that's a good one.
Because if you can't treat your mama right, oh no.
How the hell you gonna
Right. Now that's different.
I don't even want to deal with you if you can't treat your mama right.
Now that's totally different. Now that's some disrespectful type shit right there. Okay.
The only way I see that going the wrong way if some men that were raised by their mother that were like the Eminem story was he was mistreated by his mother. That's different.
That's different. That's different.
You gotta ask why. You know, he ain't close to his mother, close to his father. You know, it might be a reason he might have been abused and neglected.
And family,
Yeah, now that's different.
Family's toxic sometimes.
You don't know,
So.
and you can't.
Yeah, now.
Because you know he don't have his mother love. It's a reason why. Maybe she never really loved. Never might have not even wanted him.
Right. Now that's different, James. You're right about that one.
You know,
Now that's a whole different different topic.
You gotta understand when you meet these people and you wonder why they ain't so affectionate.
Mhm.
It's a reason why.
Yeah, and that's hard to deal with. It takes away from you, but I mean, it's just like, what's your commitment to that person?
Right.
Because we all got our own traumas. Don't act like you ain't got no traumas. You think together, we all got them.
But see, a lot of people, what they do is they just they've been dealing with so long, and people actually don't really go to therapy and shit like they should. Most of us should be going to therapy.
Yes, everybody should go to
People
therapy
don't.
for real.
People just say, well, I'm strong. You can be strong, but still, you bring that negative, toxic shit to each relationship, wonder why it ain't working. And you still got that same negative energy. You bring it to all these new people, and none of your relationships work.
And the reality is, like, these are people who have studied the mind and how mental illness works, and so much stuff that we even think is normalcy because we grew up with it. We don't even have the awareness that, like, damn, I'm being narcissistic right now.
Exactly.
Damn, I'm gaslighting somebody. Like, I don't know that. Or I'm having anxiety and I don't even know how to process this. So, like, go talk to a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Of those things and get the tools. It's really about the tools is what you're going to get at therapy on how to handle your emotions. And
Right.
we keep talking about all the oppression that Black people go through, but we're not talking about Black people getting their mental health checks. If you feel comfortable, if you don't feel comfortable going to a white therapist, they're not going to understand, go see a Black mental health therapist. Go to therapy.
Checks
Period.
out going.
Yeah.
You can get it free.
We talked about that before, Bree, where we said that, you know, people need to take care of their mental health and get
Yes.
themselves together before entering a relationship. That's very important. Any type of relationship, friendship, relationships, you have to take care of that.
But
Yeah.
you know, before you even get married, you guys have to take counsel anyway. You know what I'm saying? So either you sit here and you fake the shit, or you really deal with it.
Yeah. I think even before, like you said, people should do couples counseling before marriage just to figure out where their areas are.
They
Like, I even been suggesting to people in relationships, like, I don't know how we can get through this moment. Like, if you really, why don't y'all just go to therapy? It's not gonna hurt nothing. It's only
I think, you know what, and I can honestly say that helped me a whole lot, because one thing I would never ever forget in our marriage counseling that we did is they told me and him, in the marriage, we have to be selfless and not selfish.
Oh, yes.
I carried that with me for like 10 years now with everybody, for real, to be honest with y'all. Like, everyone I know, I carried it with me.
No, this is Nate.
Like, like, seriously, with everyone now, I sit there and say I had to be selfless and not selfish. And that's the only thing that I really captured and carried on through that marriage counseling. I ain't gonna even lie. If I ain't paying no attention to nothing else, I paid attention to that. And that helped me a long goddamn way.
I was in my relationship for so long and I did not know how selfish I was. I did not know that I wasn't listening. I thought, like, I knew that we had problems and I was trying to work on it, but I didn't even have the tools to work on it correctly. So, like, now time passed, I'm like, damn, that was my fault. Damn, I didn't even know how I was being hurtful in this situation. So, like, we need to learn those tools.
And then sometimes it's okay to say sorry or my bad, because a lot of women and men can't accept the fact that they wrong sometimes, and that took me a long time to figure it out. You know, I mean, not all the time that I was right, but at a certain point, I said, you know what, you're right, and you absolutely right. God damn it! If you ain't said nothing right, I'm agreeing with you this time. God damn it!
He was right.
Can y'all hear me?
You hear me?
James. James, don't do that. It's to a certain extent, James. James, don't do that. It's to a certain extent now.
Which Nate is that?
This is Nate.
With the dread?
No. This is my homie I grew up with. All
Hey,
right.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
Hey, first off, I want to say, how's everybody night going? You know?
Good. We
Doing
good.
good.
Real good.
Like, I was in the comments talking shit because couldn't nobody hear me, but I'm still going to talk shit.
Well, what you got to say? Get it
Talk
off your
that shit
chest.
down.
Talk your shit.
All right, so look, I'm about to tell you just like this. To Antoinette, you said that you don't want no guy that don't have his shit together, that don't have this and don't have that. But I'm tell you just like this. Me being a guy that had my shit together, I had everything. And I'm going through this right now, and I'm constantly, everything's happening good since I haven't been with the girl for the past year. But it gets to a point to where, you know, I don't have any kids. She had kids. I did everything I could, struggling on the little freaking salary that I had to make sure that I kept home together, all this other stuff. It was one point I even got to a point to where my car got repoed because either pay the rent or keep my car. And I ended up getting my car back after over time, but I still made sure that I had my means to take care of everything I had. One thing I did learn is that so about 4 or 5 years ago, a fiance that I had, she passed away from medical issues, and I never
Sorry
got
to hear
over
that.
that. So with me never getting over that, I used that to do whatever I can to talk to whoever I could to try to like fill that void because I was missing something. Because I've never had a female that ever came up to me like, "Hey, do you need this?" or "Hey, do you need that?" And that was the only person that ever did anything like that. And I never knew how to accept that because it's like I'm so used to doing stuff for myself. So a man that has himself together, it's hard for him to accept something like that from a female that tries to give that to him, especially if they're so used to being independent and being on their own and taking care of stuff that they need to take care of.
Good point.
It took me to go, like, I literally, like, luckily the job I'm at, I've been there for 7 years, and like I was on the verge of losing that due to the relationship I was in because the person I was like very needy. And I did everything I can to try to make her happy and all the other stuff, make sure her and her kids were together. But it wasn't a two-way street. But when you get so caught up in that and you love the wrong people, like say, check this out, right? If you're in a bad position and you meet somebody that's in that same bad position, you guys are gonna love each other more because you guys are both in a bad position and you know what it's like being down there.
I said
But
that.
when you get to that point to where you want to grow and that other person is so used to having that type of feeling, the relationship becomes toxic because you want to grow, but that person doesn't because they're used to being there.
Yep.
I said
And
that.
sometimes, and like you said, sometimes you need to have therapy. Like you need to talk to somebody, whether it's over the phone, whether it's in person, no matter what it is. Like you need to get whatever it is because it's something that's holding you back, that's making you feel that type of way.
Need that outside voice and opinion sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, outside looking in.
Because your emotions will really rule your mind, our heart and brain too. And it's powerful just like the brain up here. And it could rule this brain up here. Just like we got 3 brains. We got our root brain down there, we got the one right here, we got one up here.
In our mind.
And the one right here can rule that one just like any other one can rule the other one. Sometimes you need a outside source other than the one that comes from you or that other person you may be dealing with to try to get you on a rational path of thinking so you can feel better.
It sucks like you have to take on like someone else's baggage, but I think like how James said, you have to ask questions to find out what really happened because it's not like, oh, you just broke and you ain't got no mindset. That's why you ain't got nothing. Like, yo, what happened? Like, what's your experience like? Is this
as long as it's not an excuse? As long as it's not an excuse, because a lot of guys just use that as an excuse, like, oh, this happened and this happened.
Right.
No.
Right.
I'm making myself better. Ever since I've been out that relationship for the past year, I done got a promotion. My car ended up dying on me. I ended up having to get another car. I got a brand new car. I had to move back in with my parents, but they've been so freaking supportive of me. And Darius knows, like his mom is like how my mom is. Me and him grew up together. Like the love that we have for our mothers and the love that our mothers have for us, that's the type of thing that a lot of guys look for, but they can't find because a lot of females nowadays haven't been loved by their parents, or they've been through so many different things that they can never understand how a man can love his mom as
That's
much as they
true.
do.
That
Nate,
bothers.
what's,
That
Blake,
bothers.
what's your number?
That get
Nah, I'm
thrown
just
in my
playing.
face so much. The relationship I got with my mama, like they throw it in my face so much. I'll be like, this is a good thing that I got this good. I know how to treat you
Exactly.
better
I
based
love
off
when his
this
mom
relationship.
comes. I'm like,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
your mom's
saying?
here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. I'm
Um,
trying to tell y'all, what's that one song by Drake? Started from the bottom, now we here.
yeah, for real, because
Started from the bottom, now the whole team.
you might want that man that's at your level or anything, but it doesn't mean that they know how to love you. And that man who's in his progress phase, like, might be the best type of understanding, the best type of communication, the best type of nurturing you ever had.
Best one ever. Yeah,
his
you right.
So
You right.
just try to understand someone's experience. But again, I ain't got no problem with you saying, like, look, I've been through that self-work.
facts.
I want a man who's through
Right.
that self-work because I got tunnel vision.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get, and I need my boo
Right.
here at that level with me. I think
Right.
that's good too.
And like,
Right. Like Nate said, he just sat there and said he don't make an excuse for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't make an excuse for it. Just try to progress and learn from it and fix it.
we all have our situations going on. Some people just got a
Mhm.
lot going on to where the way they move and maneuver, they need somebody to be able to move and match that energy. They can't slow down or go out their way to or do things. It just is what it is. That's what they got going on.
And that's my point. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just like he said, he went through where he was having to take care of all the bills. I'm not going to never put my man in that position. We can work together. You're together. I'm together. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just not going to date somebody who don't have themselves together. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Just like he said, you know, he was in a relationship where he did everything in his power to make the relationship work. He lost everything. I don't want to be in a relationship like that. I want for my man to be together, and I want for myself to be together, and I want us to uplift each other even more. I'm
So-
not going to never take from my man and continue taking from him and not trying to put something into the pot.
Yeah.
That's just not me. I'm not looking to be taken care of. I'm looking to be kept. You see what I'm saying? Because I can take care of myself. I'm looking to build with the person that I'm with. I'm looking to because I'm looking to be 6 figures on to a millionaire together. You see what I'm saying? I want somebody to already have themselves together. I don't want him fully taking care of me, and I don't want to have to fully take care of him, but we can take care of each other. And at the end of the day, we know that we gave our all to each other.
Okay, so
I'm not
my
going to never let my man just fully just be somewhere to where he has to take care of everything, and then I'm just like, I'm not helping, I'm not doing anything, and I'm just sitting back watching my man just he's losing everything. That's just no, I'm not doing that. I'm
Okay,
not, you know what I'm saying?
so my question is, say for instance, if you was someone, right? Boom.
Mhm.
Both of y'all got everything together. Say for instance, if he lost his job and shit, what you gonna
Which
do?
can
You gonna
happen.
sit here- what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Be
Okay, so I'm
honest.
going to encourage him. So what I'm going to do, because that happened in a relationship that I was in, what I'm doing, I'm encouraging him every day to get out there. I'm giving him resources to find another job. You can come work for me until you get yourself together. But if you just
But what if
you
he
could,
don't want to work? What if he don't want to work for you though? Because it's some kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't about to
A
work for
pride
my
thing.
girl.
I mean, okay, well, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you find a job.
I know how y'all do in Akron. You pimping his ass down there.
So, I'm gonna help you find a job. But it is options out there. I have 3 businesses. If you lost your job, if you want to come help me for a minute, that's
Lulu,
fine. You're
stop.
getting paid doing it. It's just not like you're just being over there for free, just being my assistant, and I'm dogging you out.
But
You're actually working to build, or I'm helping you find something
Come on.
to help you build yourself back up. Now,
Well,
okay.
if you lost your job and you just don't want to do nothing and you're not trying, then I'm not the person for you.
And
I'm
that's
just
different
not.
now. But say for instance, if he don't want to come working for you because for one, you're making more money than him. You know, certain guys, they pride and their ego get in the way because their woman is making more money than what they're making.
How your
So
pride
how would
get in
you
the way when you ain't got no job and these bills gotta get paid? You better put that pride somewhere else.
wait? I know. I mean, I get it. I
The
know.
bills still
I
go
get it.
on.
I get it.
hey,
And
go ahead.
then turn around and then say, for instance, if he had nothing but, you know, I mean, last minute type
No.
shit, I'm listening, y'all. I'm just speaking from the outside looking in, y'all. Okay, I'm just speaking for the people who sometimes think like me. Okay,
Listen, I
so
will
say
take
for instance, if a man can't get like this 5-star job or whatever the case may be, say for instance, this nigga got to work at Burlington Car Factory.
do it, boo. Hey,
Do what
James,
you
stop
gotta
Why
do.
Burlington
laughing.
though?
job is job. Like we try to act like men. This is my thing. I heard this.
Wait, y'all stop laughing at me. Okay, I'm just hypothetical speaking.
So I would go through the drive-through and I would see this dude from school all the time, and I was like, I hope he don't feel embarrassed because he worked at the drive-through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
He got a job.
men who
Yeah.
don't
He got
have a job.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Right.
young
I agree.
drive-through instead of like selling drugs or doing something that's putting your life at
I
risk.
agree, y'all.
Burger King getting that paycheck, boo, because then that's gonna get you that card and that's gonna take you to that next place, and you can continue to grow. I just need some potential and a mindset about you. For real.
I agree, y'all.
What if he can't?
I agree. I ain't gonna lie. I
What is
agree.
this to
But
help him?
Antoinette don't want that. Antoinette wants you to have a land. Antoinette wants you to have a big
No,
let's say
why do you
5K.
say that?
Antoinette
Why
wants
do
you to
you say
have a
that?
Bentley, a Porsche. Okay.
No,
Antoinette
I
don't
did
want
not
you
say
drinking.
that.
Listen, Antoinette don't want you drinking King Cobra. She wants you to drink Budweiser.
No, she wants you to drink Stella.
Okay.
No. Don't try to
Antoinette,
do
I
me
just
like I'm
fucking her.
no,
What's
I
no,
just
the
no,
talking
no,
shit,
no.
y'all.
time
Like
limit?
I said, I just
I just
want
talking shit, y'all.
Time limit, Antoinette. Well, how long are you giving him to get his shit together?
2 checks.
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good
Jack
question.
say he got 2 checks.
Now
Them bitches better start hitting.
He said 2 checks.
Now
Better get
that's a
paid
good
weekly.
question.
Look, there's so
if he
much.
lost his job.
Yeah,
I'm expecting if okay, just say if somebody because people do now we're in a at will state. So people do lose their job, they can work for somebody and lose their job tomorrow if they feel there's no need for that position anymore.
Right.
You know.
So look,
Okay,
check this out.
honey. So we working on getting you another job. So when do it? So we gon' I mean, you know, I
Everybody
give you a week and we got to start
Check this out.
looking and you got to start getting yourself back together.
Go
It's
ahead,
so
Nick.
many different. It's so many different ways to make money. Like I make a real good salary. Like I'll make a real good salary.
Where you working at? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I
I
work
make a
real
real good
good.
salary where I work at. But you know what?
I'm just messing.
I sit there and I had this guy that I bowl with. I have my own bowling team on Sundays, and he has no job, but his only income is like DoorDash and Instacart, Uber Eats, whatever. When I want to
Shit,
make
that
extra money,
money.
listen. When I want to make extra money, guess what I'll do? I'll get up there. I'll get off work after working my 8 to 10 hours or whatever. I'll go DoorDash for 3-5 hours, just
Yep.
to have some extra money in my pocket.
Extra
So,
money.
I don't care what nobody says. There's no
Mhm.
reason why anybody should be out here like, oh shit, I'm broke. If you got a
Mhm.
reliable anything, because like even with DoorDash, you can DoorDash on foot. You can DoorDash with a bike.
Yeah.
You can do all that stuff. There's so many different things that you can do. But what it
Mhm.
is people get so used to sitting up there and trying to rely on somebody or sitting up there saying, oh, I can't do this or I can't do this. A lot of people sit there and use their criminal record as an excuse. People with criminal records
Ooh, I
got it
hate
better out.
that.
People got it with criminal records got it better out here because there's so many different programs. There's so many different this and there's so many different that.
That can't help them. Mm-hmm.
And I just don't understand how people don't feel like they need to get up. What it is like a lot of people are lazy.
Period.
And ever since this pandemic, everybody's been even
Government
lazier than what they were. Yep.
Nah.
Is the government helping them be lazy? Yes, it is.
Okay, don't.
Yes, some of the government assistance is helping them just a little bit.
Assistant is helping. They know they've done audits of our county, our national, and our state level. They know at the rate of minimum wage that most people are actually living at, they cannot feed a family even at 80 hours a week. So
You
this
right.
has to
Now,
help
Bree, you right. You
No,
right.
Oh, I
systematically,
ain't saying that.
in America, families cannot survive and feed their children.
You right. Now
That's
that part, you right.
Not middle class. There's low level.
It's a
and
residual effect to that, though.
we
but
pay taxes for that. That's what it's for, to help Americans along. So I don't want to hear that.
no, I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
she right about that.
mentality. There's a residual effect for somebody providing something for
Well,
you.
yeah,
But
I mean,
see,
you think that you can depend on that. Like, I ain't had food stamps since I was 18 years old, so I gotta hustle. Like, you know what I'm
but
saying?
see, I
I ain't talking
think
about food stamps. I'm talking about like the bailouts, these business bailouts, the
Well,
pandemic.
it's okay for millionaires to get
COVID
bailouts, but not for regular
all this,
people.
even the loans, all this stuff adds up.
Yeah, but also
They can do
there's
But
like he said, like there's enough. COVID got jobs in every single sector. There's no reason. Like I'm not never gonna leave a job till I got a job lined up.
Right.
If it comes to happen where tomorrow I lose my job and I ain't got it, by tonight I'm gonna be looking like, oh, what's next? What's next? What's next? What can I do
Right.
to make money? I started a baking business because I went down to farmers market and I was like, oh, these people paying their rent making cookies. Bet I'm gonna pay my rent making cookies. Like you could do anything. So
You
if
gotta
he-
have that mentality.
Right, but see, I think what I'm assuming, I think Nate is speaking and saying as far as like being lazy with the government is like you're just not doing shit. Like you're just sitting on your ass, just receiving food stamps, Section 8, child support and everything, and you're not even trying.
yeah,
Now that's the laziness that comes in that. Now that's the laziness.
yeah.
Now I can see if you're trying to do something. You hear me, y'all? I can see if you're trying to bust your ass off with these kind of assistance, Section 8, welfare, and goddamn what's that called? Child support. But you better have something going on for your goddamn self, okay?
Yeah. And
But you can't sit here and be lazy and not trying to do something because order for you to even get certain stuff nowadays, you have to have like different class. You have to take classes to even get a job, do resumes and things like that. So I can understand where you're coming from when you're saying that you can't be lazy all the time and try to get goddamn assistance.
you know what? With assistance, why don't we provide them with a financial manager when you get assistance? Why don't our taxes pay for that? Like this is
Yeah.
Because the government don't want that to happen.
exactly,
Right.
exactly, and that's the thing that
Yeah.
It's all the
mindful of,
government. The government literally, they controlling it at every aspect and every level. They want you to spend your money that they giving you to go
Yeah.
back into
To
them,
go back in the system. Right.
into the system.
and
right?
they want a family to be unstable, and they want you to not be self-independent and be able to grow your own food. Like they literally made laws to do this. So just know, like they've created a system to where we can't be stable because a bag of bagels is literally $5.19 now.
Right.
Bet I won't buy no
Right.
bagels no more.
But since we talking about
But people that have the government assistance, to you is $5.19. To them, it's free. To the people that have government assistance that are used to having it, they're not lazy. They're comfortable.
Some of them,
Right.
some of them.
Government assistance, you working and you used to paying full rent, and then your
Right.
rent $20. You like, fuck, why would I pay $7 if I can pay 20?
Well, I mean, damn, ain't we all struggling out here though?
Yeah, but the thing is, once you're able to get it, it's like, why would I get off of it if I don't have to worry about
Yep.
But
me and
that's-
my kids getting evicted? I don't have to worry about where our
It's-
next meal
That's
comes.
what
Okay, somebody just
Oh,
had a
wait, y'all. We
question.
got
Somebody just-
a comic on there.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait.
Which
Oh
one?
damn, you missed it.
Some people,
Go ahead.
some people do try, but scared to work because they'll cut you off and can't afford rent, so they get complacent. Good point, Mies. Now, boom, and to add on to that, like another residual effect of that is who you allowed to have at your property now. So
Wow.
now
Exactly.
you can't even be a normal human being and have the family aspects here. If your man don't got his shit, whatever the case may be,
Oh yeah, because you get kicked off Section 8.
now they tell you
Yeah.
you gotta kick people out of there and stuff. So good point.
Yeah.
Now look, I mean, these resources are literally here for us to better ourselves. If you sit and just get complacent, and that's all that you want in every single aspect of life. There's people who are homeless, who are complacent and okay with being homeless, sleeping under the bridge. That's just what you gonna do. But like, let's really just use these resources. Like, I wish that I done had a food stamp card this whole time. It could have been swiping. My life could have been differently if I was getting that $400 a month that whole time. I could have came out. And like I said, if we had a financial manager to build with it, then you could have this
Girl,
time.
listen, it's a way. Girl, listen, it's a way around that girl. Girl, listen, it's a way around that girl. Girl, listen,
Camera, just tell me
breathe,
later, T.
breathe, breathe. I'm just being honest. Breathe. It's a way around that girl.
I
Send
know
me the
some
message,
people
though.
who will not accept a certain paid job because they don't want to let Section 8 go.
Why would you?
Ooh.
And I know them people. And I know them people too.
That's
And I
I
know
know
them
a
people
couple
too.
people
And
that like
to
that.
me, Section 8 is supposed to be a stepping stone. It's not supposed to be for the rest
Forever.
of your life.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Disabled or medically
Yeah.
disabled, I'm fine with that.
now.
But there should be a restriction.
Now, what if you take
There
this
should
job and that business goes under and now you're out of work or they fire you or
Now
something?
you got
like that?
9-year
You
waiting
done
list
lost
to
your
get on
Section
Section
8.
8.
You in this new house that you thought you could afford because you got this new job. That security do sound good, and
They
it
be having
sounds
nice
reasonable
houses.
for
I
somebody.
mean, but at the same time, you can't live beyond your means. That's what another thing. Like people sit there trying to live
Ooh,
beyond
that's
their
a
means.
good point. That's a
Yes.
good point.
If
Mhm.
you
You
making
can't keep no.
$100,000 a year though, just get out that Section 8 house, play. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
now you can't. Now he made a good point, man. You don't want to sit here and keep this top bottle on your limit. You know what I'm saying? You want to pop that damn pop bottle and extend what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, but James, I mean, shit, I keep calling you goddamn James. There is if you get kicked off, then like you said, they're not gonna have no more security of their home anymore. And I don't have Section 8. I never have. I've been paying rent all my fucking life since I was 18 years old. Okay. I tried to get on goddamn Section 8. But when I see the people that I know who have Section 8, they literally tell people that our managers at work, like, yo, I don't want to work these such and such hours because if I work these such hours, then I'm getting kicked off.
That's
Or I don't
right,
want to lose
though.
my
Like some
benefits.
people go get a real job and then they lose their insurance, their Medicaid insurance. You know how much money people be paying every
Yeah.
month for insurance?
Yeah.
Nah, run that
Yeah.
Medicaid, bruh. Let me get that.
Then at the end of the day, my thing is, even if you do get kicked off Section 8, try to find something that you always want to better yourself. Section 8 is for people to it's for them to help themselves. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you don't want to be on Section 8 fucking forever.
Right.
Shit,
That means you gotta know everything about my household. You gotta know about whoever come in my house. I can't have certain people. I can't even have a man come stay with me because if you find out a man standing in here with me, I'm gonna get kicked off goddamn Section 8. So what's the damn difference?
Or random.
You can't own a house. You can't have
You
other
can't own a
property.
house. You can't do a
You
lot
can't
of
do a
shit.
lot.
You can't do a lot with Section 8, and I think that's pretty fucked up.
It's a cap on what you could do.
Yeah, it is. That Section 8 is fucked up for real. It's good, but it's not.
Point. He's saying you can't complain when the shit damn near free. So I feel him. You're right.
I mean, that's true too.
And they say don't have no
James.
niggas in this house. Ain't no niggas coming in this house.
That's a lie. You just gonna sneak him in the back door, James.
I mean, James, that's true too. But at a certain point, I mean, nigga, you gonna have to put them big drawers on and pay goddamn rent.
And don't nobody want to do that. It ain't fun.
It's freedom. It's
The
control.
hell?
That's the point.
When you can handle any financial situation you place yourself willingly in, that is the ultimate freedom in today's world.
Even if you cannot,
Yeah.
just know that every single time you allow any type of government entity into your child support, into your food stamps, into your medical, into your home life, it's
Mhm.
because they have control.
Yep.
So if
That's
you're
it down.
willing to gain convenience of having extra money
Right.
because you're not spending it for the control, then that's fine. Like I have to be realistic even when I think about like the separation of my home and now my kids, how I move, because do I want sure I could go get this resource and get this government benefit.
Right, right.
And there's regulations set upon how my child's father can move and how I move. And now I gotta ask somebody
Right.
this question. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So
Right.
why would I even allow myself to be placed into that system at all? We not.
You right, honey. I don't, girl, listen. Girl,
And that's
listen.
another reason why I believe people ain't working. They getting $1,000 in food stamps. They on Section 8. They rent is zero. They selling their food stamps, and they cool with just
Girl,
living
they living their best life.
bare minimum. People are cool
I got
with just
a good
living bare
segue.
minimum.
I got a good segue real quick now that I got Nate and James here. I can talk about the Brett Favre stuff. Boom. So the deal with Brett Favre, y'all, is Brett Favre
Yes, it has a lot of people to be comfortable.
is stealing money from people who are benefiters of this type of stuff we're talking about and discussing, which is welfare, Section 8, whatever. The $90 million that were supposed to be allocated to go towards really helping people that need it, he finessed and used to do his own private things, as far as like getting funding for his daughter's volleyball facility for his alma mater, Southern Miss. He got paid $1 million of it to do a speech he didn't even attend. So that's what the whole spiel is on him. And the backlash ain't as crazy as you would think it should be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like all y'all know, I know y'all watch basketball, y'all follow basketball more, but all y'all knew about Ime Udoka and his cheating scandal, which is just affecting the Celtics organization. Brett Favre thing affecting the whole state, the poorest state in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy to me how that is seen in such a light to where it ain't as bad as the Ime Udoka stuff. It's like, oh, that cheating scandal, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So, how you feel about it, Nate?
Well, I don't really, I don't keep up with the news and stuff, man. Like I said, I've just been focusing on my own thing. But at the end of the day, man, if it was a black guy that did that, then it would have been a whole uproar and everything. So it's just weird because they feel like, oh, what? I can't think of what movie that was, man. Maybe it was an episode of like CSI, and I don't know if you remember, there was this famous football player that he had like dementia or something, or he was losing his memory or something like that. But he kept on sleeping with little girls, underage girls, but wouldn't even remember it.
Mm.
But the thing about it is everybody kept giving him a pass because he was a football legend, and that's what I feel like it's the same thing now. It's like with Brett Favre being who he is and his name being his name, they're like, oh, we'll just sweep this up under the rug.
Right.
Oh wow, now that ain't cool.
He ain't even been pressed with he ain't even been charged with nothing yet.
They gonna charge.
They gonna get him eventually, but it's like,
Eventually,
yeah, they gonna get that because the people that they got now are starting to talk, and they trying to push it all on Brett. It's looking like. So,
But see, that in that kind of situation, that's totally different though. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't that nigga before that nigga even got I need anemia. What is that shit called? Y'all said Alzheimer's and stuff
dementia.
like that. Before he even had Alzheimer's, he know what the hell he was doing. That's just like saying for a person who have what is that noise?
Sorry, I was put some more water in the dog dish.
Like
I
that's
left
just
my
like
phone.
saying for a person who have HIV. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and keep banging everybody and knowing that they have it. Do you think they should get punished for it or no?
Yeah, because if you know
You
you
know what
have it,
I'm
you need to let
saying?
your partner know that you have it.
Right, right. So just like old dude who supposedly messed with these damn kids and now he have Alzheimer's or whatever the case may be, he should get punished for that shit too because he know better still at the end of the day. That don't justify that he got this sickness illness that he can't remember what the hell is going on.
No, but the whole point of my thing is who he was, who his name is, what he did for whatever
The
he
hell
did
who
for his
he is.
sport.
His ass need to go to jail too.
But
That's just like goddamn R. Kelly.
but again, R. Kelly's black. How many different celebrities and did some foul
That's
stuff that has something to do with that? That's white. That's not in jail.
now look.
Right.
Now that's a good another segue because you got the swimmer Brock, who was. This is
Oh,
unrelated to NFL. This is college and NCAA, but he raped a girl after a party or something, and I can't remember
said
the
they didn't
exact
wanna ruin
words,
his career.
but the judge said, "I don't want to ruin your future career."
Ooh, for real?
So they gave him a slap on the wrist.
But
You know what I'm saying? This
not all judges will do that. Like not all judges are gonna like favor the white dude because you might have someone who's equally yoked in their mind and they just say right is wrong and wrong is wrong. Right is right. Y'all got what I'm saying.
Rock must have.
But
Right.
not the right one.
No, he must have some high
He had some
profile
pull.
parents to pull some strings. That's what that was.
Or a
But
racist judge who's gonna promote his race, period.
But as far as
Right.
this is the thing, because Darius sent me some of the information, and I researched
Go
some.
sit down.
For one,
Go.
why does he need this much damn money for volleyball? Okay, I think he's saying it's for volleyball, and like Darius said, he was. I think honestly he was trying to do something else. Because for one, don't nobody watch no damn volleyball.
What?
For one, let's be honest.
Volleyball.
It's
A
not-
lot of people watch
I
volleyball.
don't watch it, but it's a dope ass sports though.
Number two, he is an NFL Hall of Famer legend, Brett Favre. Right?
Right.
He started easily a nonprofit organization and he has so many ties to the NFL players that they would have easily donated that man money for his daughter's volleyball.
So where did he get it?
This is the thing. He was texting the one guy, Darius, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was texting. I don't know if it was the governor or somebody in the state. This is the thing. He was texting the man about the whole volleyball thing, and the guy was like, well, I'll try to get the money one way or the other, which is not illegal. But my thing is, when you do stuff like this, don't you have to have some type of organization, nonprofit, LLC? You have to have something documented and the reason for the funds, right? Instead of just saying, here, Brett Favre, here's $50 million or how much ever it is for volleyball. No, it has to be documented. So that's why it's an issue. It's not an issue that he got money and they took the state took the money from the welfare, because Brett Favre can't go in the welfare account and take the money because his name ain't on the welfare account. Whoever had access to the welfare account gave him money out that account.
But how does he know that it was from the welfare account?
He does. That's what I'm saying. Brett Favre can't. As far as that, because they're trying to headline it like, oh, Brett Favre went and took money out. No, he didn't take the money out of the account. It was given out of that account.
But he accepted it and knew where it came from.
Yep.
We don't. Did he know where it came from?
If he knew it came
from.
If
somebody gives you X amount of money, you're not gonna ask where it came from.
Well, if they're
no, you go straight to the damn bank and take all that damn money out.
No.
If the governor,
I ain't saying shit.
If the governor of Ohio say, hey, here's your podcast, here's $50 million, I ain't saying a fucking word asking where it came from.
Girl, Antoinette, they don't know. I'll go straight to that damn bank and deposit all that money out.
I want to know who I'm doing business with. If you contact a government official about a facility in that state and they say, we're going to take some money out of your funding to approve this for you,
right?
And you run with that and you're like, all right, if you're like, hey, yo, I want to get this done, and like, how we going to do this? And they're like, okay, we'll find a way to do it, you know, and here's your check. Okay, cool. How'd you get this? It's out of the state fund. We allocated funds for this. Boom.
Right.
Now I'm looking at me crazy, but you got to do your research. That's you're still liable.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying shit. I ain't calling no gas company. I ain't calling my job. I ain't calling nobody, no hotels. I ain't calling shit. I'm taking that money and I'm taking it out.
My thing is this. This is my thing. I
ain't trying to figure out shit. They fought.
The thing is, he fault him for where the money come from. I'm faulting him because he didn't do the correct paperwork to get the money.
Right.
Shit, if it ain't got nothing to do with IRS, I don't care.
That's what the real issue is. They're not telling you this. You can't get money from the state unless you have some type of organization. Anytime you get state funds, you have to have some type of LLC, S corporation, C corporation,
maybe he does,
nonprofit.
Well, I ain't saying shit. Sorry, but not sorry. I ain't saying nothing.
Well, no, because he could get. Yeah, maybe he still contacted them. My 501c3 would like this money for this, and they
Why
took
they
it.
Screenshot that. I haven't seen that.
Well, because they control the narrative. I'm just saying we don't know what really happened, but now either way, he's lawfully liable. Whether in truth he was actually at fault or whatever, lawfully, you're gonna have to face some consequences.
I'm gonna tell you who's going down. Who's going down is the person who took the money out the welfare fund. It ain't gonna be Brett Favre.
Yeah, so if he got some background information, he better share it now, or that's on him.
It's already shared. They already screenshot them.
No, like if he's saying that Brett Favre actually knew that this was unlawful money, like this came from the fund.
Yeah, that's pretty much receiving stolen property, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
well, they shouldn't have sent that shit to my account then.
Yeah, I would say this is the problem with the company, the bank.
But
when you're in the eye of the public, though, you have to do stuff like that. You have to ask questions like that. Like somebody like us, if they just put money like that, that's a whole different thing. But when you're in the eye of the public and you're doing something like that, you gotta research and see where all that stuff come from.
I still ain't saying shit because that could be somebody that owed me money from a show that I did. I ain't saying shit.
But either way, like point blank, like Gary said, you should not have knew about Nia Long's story and not knew about this. You know what I'm saying? But people just ain't researching anyway. So why would they make their state look bad or their government look worse than it is if if he here, let me go ahead and distract you with this marriage scandal.
Okay.
This dude
So,
on a girl or something else. You know what I'm saying?
so it look like a lot of people is going back to this welfare thing, y'all. This is the second person I've seen. This person said, look into the amount of people that receive welfare in the area and it was stolen from.
Facts. And I guarantee you, a lot of people are affected by that because a lot of people rely on that, and that goes back to what we said. A lot of people rely on that so much that if it gets to the point to where all that stuff breaks down, it's going to be a lot more homeless people out here because they don't know how to survive without the welfare.
Shit, that's because goddamn food is is fucking expensive.
It's what?
Expensive. I know what I'm saying.
It is. It is.
It costs it costs a lot of money. Okay, you got milk nowadays that's $4-5 damn a gallon. Okay,
It don't make no
there's
sense.
a lot of money.
Y'all better start growing your food now.
Yes,
Here's
that's your best bet. That's your best bet. I'm glad my neighbor across the street got a farm and some damn chickens because I go get his damn eggs.
yeah.
I'm gonna talk about this cheap shit.
But you know what? Some people just depend on the system. They just do.
That way.
I'm just playing, y'all. Y'all know I'm silly, y'all. Y'all know I'm silly. No, but for real though.
Hustle. That's true.
But you know
What
what?
happened?
The government officials that allowed this
Definitely a hustle.
millions of dollars to go to Brett Favre without proper documentation, guess you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna get what you call the domino effect. Shit rolls downhill. So what's gonna happen is everything they know that's going around in their state, county, city, that other government officials been doing, they're gonna start snitching.
But you know what? But it's too many. Even if they do start snitching, it's too many people that's doing this kind of stuff though.
But what I'm saying is, even if it's not related to this case.
Oh well, yeah.
Get caught up in some shit. If you in the street and you know something about some street shit that ain't relative to your case, but you know you're gonna get some time off, you're gonna start talking. So
I ain't saying shit.
I'm gonna be honest, these government officials, what they gonna do, because they ain't gonna want to go to jail, because they the one that gave them the money. They gonna start snitching and giving up information on their peers, like people.
Well, they don't. Even if they did, that means they're going to jail, not you, because they the one who sent it off and said it was okay for you to even get the shit.
Yeah, but he's still going too because that's receiving. Whatever they call it.
Oh, well, yeah, stolen. Yeah, you right. I see what you're saying. Well,
So,
hell, goddamn it. Well, shit. Give everybody that goddamn raise who working.
This is what I was saying earlier. Remember, I was telling y'all how the financial advisor was telling Brett, like, this is a bad idea. I don't think you should do it. So the text showed that the then governor even guided Favre on how to write a funding proposal so that it would be accepted by the Mississippi Department of Human Services. Even after Bryant ousted the former welfare agency director, John Davis, for suspected fraud. Just left Brett Favre, Bryant texted nonprofit founder Nancy New in July of 2019, within weeks of Davis's departure. Can we help him with his project? We should meet soon to see how I can make sure we keep your projects on course. When Favre asked Bryant how the new agency director might affect their plans to fund a volleyball stadium, Bryant assured him, I will handle that. Long story, but had to make a change. But I will call Nancy and see what it will take, according to the filing in the text Favre forwarded to New. Yeah. The newly released text filed Monday in an attorney representing Nancy New's nonprofit showed that Bryant, Favre, New, Davis, and others worked together to channel at least $5 million of the state's welfare funds to build new volleyball stadium at University of Southern Mississippi, where Favre's daughter played the sport. Favre received most of the credit for raising funds to construct the facility. So, pretty much.
But New, a friend of Bryant's wife, Deborah, ran a nonprofit that was in charge of spending tens of millions of flexible federal welfare dollars outside of public view. So Bryant was the governor who Favre contacted. He told Favre to make this proposal, and he told him how that it would be funneled through this other nonprofit to give the money to him. So the question still is, did Brett Favre know that this is welfare money?
Yes.
It
Because
says
Most
that
Welfare.
definitely.
no,
Heather,
but
You
listen,
talking about welfare money as in welfare money, like downtown welfare money?
because I stole I don't know if I sent it to
Or what y'all talking about welfare money? Because I'm getting confused on the welfare money downtown
It makes you look
and
bad.
like welfare.
You want that volleyball shit so bad. What is it about volleyball? I don't
his
understand.
daughter played volleyball. I said that that's
Okay.
facility.
He got so much money. If he was smart, he could get a non-profit organization.
He
And
did.
his NFL money, and he could build a whole facility that ain't even at the damn
Listen,
school.
smartest thing I can do is not have to do no work. So if I could send a text and get some money for somebody else to build me what I want, I'm gonna do that.
And now you going to jail.
Well, that's
Okay, Greg
You
just
going to
made
jail today?
Greg just made a comic job.
I think that makes his daughter look going to that school.
yeah. Now it's affected everything.
She's probably gonna get kicked out of college.
The point is, like, they construct the story. So did he accept some money? Like, hey, go ahead and write. I might ask somebody, hey, how I get money? He'd be like, hey, write this proposal, send it to this dude. I'm gonna call that dude. Like, hey,
Right.
my homeboy trying to get this done. Can we get this? Yeah, make it happen. But Bryant had already ousted the director of the financial director that he was corrupt. So they had a whole conversation about him being corrupt, and then they still
Boom.
proceeded. Now, did
Somebody-
Brett Favre work to get that? They said Brett Favre and these others worked together to get this money. But so working together could be sending the text, hey, yo, move this here, move this here. But did he know that it was welfare money? That's where they're gonna.
I don't think he probably knew about it. I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew
I
about it.
have.
I think his ass knew about it.
You think that?
I found some
Yeah.
text. I can't find
He
him. No
thought he could get away with it. I think he knew about it. He thought he could get away with it.
advisor told him it was a bad idea and he did not want to be 50 and go.
Yeah, I think he knew about it.
Oh, did they? Oh, see, I didn't know that, y'all. I didn't know that.
Get it done. I already need to get it done. Get it done.
Hey,
Well,
I mean, but did he do?
if they
But did he do something good with the money, though, y'all? What did he do with the money?
if they moved it
Right.
around like Brianna said, he
Put it in his bank account.
all that high to move it around.
Oh,
He
He
got-
making
got
phone calls.
1 million
Mm.
for a private speech that he did to keep, but he didn't do the speech. He got 5 million for his
ooh.
organization to fund a volleyball facility. So that's
Mm.
6 million he got out of the 90 million. And then
But y'all know what? This guy Greg, he just made a good point though. Why you think the rich stay rich? That's a good point because they all do though.
They've
They
been doing
all,
dirt. All-
yeah,
stuff
What
It's
is
all
this
dirt.
volleyball
Yeah.
facility?
it's killing him that he spent that money
I don't
on
know why you think-
Volleyball.
Like, have you not been to
I'm
the
serious.
wait?
Volleyball.
Or wait a minute, y'all. Or maybe the volleyball situation was just a cover up for him. Maybe he already had this kind of money.
I
He
mean-
took that little bit of money and he took that amount, all that amount of money and kept it for himself and just spent the money that he had for the volleyball thing.
All I want to say is, James, have you been to Force and East Lake? Because it's raw. There's music,
Not
you play
for no
volleyball, you
$5
drink, it's a bar.
million.
Have you been to the Spire
Yeah,
Academy
no.
in Geneva? It's
Not for no
humongous.
volleyball.
Them
Dude,
mugs is
people
expensive,
board their
James.
children and get them trained
Not
in
for no
sports to be
volleyball.
collegiate.
Yeah,
athletes.
volleyball is a good sport in high
He
school
ain't
and
giving that volleyball up, man.
especially in high school. In high school, it's
Yeah, I
really
agree with
good.
him. He knew.
Volleyball?
He
You
knew.
think-
Yeah,
So
I
you
do.
see them big asses moving. That's the only
Karen said he knew y'all.
volleyball, not that
He
popular.
knew.
Karen, I think he I don't know. I think he knew, but he probably took that money and spent it.
Bro.
They all need to go to jail for that dumbass.
Okay,
Oh, man.
Greg said the system is shit. Wait, what happened? He said the system is set up to keep your status low income for the jump.
Mhm.
Facts.
Facts.
Dependent.
In order to climb up, you either gotta do something nefarious or you gotta take risk. You
Yep.
can't just work and be a cog in the system and come up
Mhm.
like we have in America. You gotta take risk either financially by investing or doing something, or you take risk by doing something nefarious and dark and negative and get it that way. It's only two ways you go about it in this society, unfortunately.
You know, he an NFL legend going to prison over a damn volleyball.
Greg said, "Be quiet."
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
Somebody, James, Greg said, "Hush."
Please.
He said, "Shut the hell up."
It ain't that raw to go to prison for.
Yep.
Well, you don't know what he wanted it for.
That man ain't going to no damn prison. He gonna pay them to throw that damn case out.
Oh no, man.
That's
They
federal.
talk. That's federal.
This the
I think
feds.
this my whole
Greg
issue.
Harvey.
This was my whole spiel on it. Was the media was late to this party, and the media didn't really want to put this on display for us to know.
You say I'm weak.
That's my problem with it. But as far as what the law and the court systems is doing, they coming for bread ass.
But the media doesn't want you to know anything real, so
I mean, they want us to know when
what
Ime
they want
Udoka
us to
cheating.
know.
They want us to know
Which
what.
don't even matter.
That's
It
It
don't
ain't
even
affecting my life.
That's
right.
my
I don't
point.
care. But
My
you
point.
don't want me to know about, like I said, the pedophiles everywhere. You don't want me to know about the welfare money being spent. You don't want me to know about the people getting sick at astronomical rates now. But you want me
My
to care
thing
about Nia Long and her boo.
How
with they
you mad
marriage.
at him? How you sitting there putting this man business out there because he was getting some cheeks? Like that's
Right.
the thing that I don't get.
That's
It
my
ain't
thing.
And Bree,
Who?
and Bree,
everybody
to be
do this
honest,
shit.
and Bree, to be honest, is to throw us off a little bit.
It's all it's created to
Y'all know
literally
why?
throw us off. Literally.
Just like the Will Smith and Jada, they threw us off, and it was like something that was real big happening around that time.
Bing bong.
New election.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Action time.
I
who
mean, it's
y'all
only-
elected for? I'm choosing Bill Clinton. I don't care.
Mhm. I ain't voting for no Clintons ever.
I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing.
I just don't
I'm
do
just
politics
playing.
anymore. It's all a game. It's all whack. It's all a game.
I don't do politics neither though. I ain't gonna
I
even sit
used
here
to
front.
campaign for people. I ran for city council. I used to be love politics. They're literally insulting our intelligence, murdering
Yeah,
us,
I don't do them no more.
shooting us with literal sickness. I'm not. It's a game.
Thank you, Bree. You talking about the COVID shit, right?
Are you even allowed to say that word on live?
One thing, when
Oh, I'm sorry.
we put money in our damn pocket, that's one thing we have.
It's all a sick game. If you know about this, listen, like I can't, there's children being taken around the world and y'all all know about it and y'all got
Greg,
sex party. I
Clinton
can't,
like Voldemort.
this shit
Huh?
don't
Don't
matter.
even say that shit. Clinton,
this shit don't
Voldemort.
matter. This shit is a game. Like you literally systemically let pharmaceutical companies become the world leaders with a game and a lie and fear mongering. You're playing with us. I'm not playing your game no more. We gonna come around the circle. I'm not playing on this side or this side. Y'all both lying and y'all homies.
I'll still take Trump.
Y'all lying for profit. I'm not dealing with none of y'all.
James back
Say
here.
that shit.
We're
I'll
gonna take
Trump.
care of our own communities. We're gonna figure out a way to do that shit. Fuck all them. Fuck every level of that shit.
I know how to cook.
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
that count?
You know how to cook. I'm learning how to garden. Who know how to heal? Take
I know
care-
how to plant too.
There it is.
The only thing I ain't doing though, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't drawing no damn blood. That's why I did not become no nurse. I do not want nothing to do with no blood.
There, we got plenty of nurses in the community. It's either convenience or independence. If you want to be dependent on their whack ass, lying ass, fake ass society, then stay dependent on that shit. If you want independence and freedom and control and truth, you're gonna have to be in the garden all day. And
Bree,
it's
when you going up to sign up for president, girl, I'm voting you.
I used to for real want to run for president. Like, I
Girl,
was-
cause you be on that shit though. I ain't gonna even lie. You be on that.
No, I
And I be listening. You be on that shit.
when I realized that it was an insult to my intelligence, I was like, who the fuck are they playing with? Like, you're fucking playing. So it's an insult to my intelligence to sit in that race. So I don't have,
Man, I try to tell you.
I'm gonna come around that shit. I'm gonna circumnavigate you and I'm gonna build up here and I'm gonna
But
build
y'all,
up. We gonna build
but
up.
y'all
there.
know what though? I ain't gonna even lie. When I think I was a little younger, I really didn't pay attention to the economy and things like that. I wasn't aware of what's going on. But it was so crazy because my sister, she's like so much younger than me, and she was always into this kind of like politics kind of stuff. And I'll be looking at her like, girl, you crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Da, da, da. And then, you know, she go on and talk about other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I'm like, girl, you tripping, you don't know that. But as I got older though, y'all, I kid y'all not. Stuff started coming to the light and I started realizing what my sister was saying years ago that the shit is really happening on some real life shit. So now when she do talk about politics and other stuff like that, I don't really listen to what the fuck she be saying because this shit is coming to light now, and I
everything about to
see a
come out.
lot of it's happening.
Layers and levels to this. So we
Man.
looking at it
Yeah,
at like, all right, how are we gonna survive? Then you got the other people who looking at it
yeah.
as far as politics and the economic
Hmm.
landscape is how I'm gonna get rich off of this. And that's where we coming up. We don't learn to look at politics and all this other stuff at that mindset. We look at it as like how we gonna survive and
Right,
who we gonna put in position to take care of us. As
right,
far
right.
as other
Yeah.
people are learning how I'm gonna manipulate this situation in my favor to where I could come
Right.
up and benefit off of that. People
Off
are
that.
really in other
Right.
cultures and people. That's why they getting taught about stocks and bonds and shit like that. We don't get taught about that in
We don't.
in our family or nothing like that. So
Nope.
it is what
We
it is.
haven't
That's
even
not
been
familiar
taught.
to us.
We're not even taught about independence either. Like we've also lost that throughout our society because we've got convenience. It was a lot of work to be in your garden and to can your food and to do all
Yeah.
this stuff. So like, hey, just come
Yeah.
over here. You don't have to go hunt your ducks. We'll bring a duck to you
Hmm.
through Uber. It's cooked and
Yeah. And Bree, and I think that happened over time because I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, this all my mom and me used to know of working and doing. And like you said, I think the new generation have things hand out to them. They don't know how to really work and get their hands dirty and shit like that, like you said. So yeah, I
raise
agree.
them. You know what I'm saying? Like those
Yeah,
values got lost because
yeah.
I'm 30 now trying to learn how to garden. I should have knew how to garden my whole life, but
Girl,
two generations to take that knowledge away from us. We don't know how to make bread from scratch. Our
girl,
grandma,
my daughter know how to garden. My daughter's gardening.
it's not hard, but we don't know how to do those types of things. I don't know how to
Yeah.
sew. I'm so bothered that I don't know how to sew.
You
I'm
know, you know.
Really? I
Honestly,
know how to
honestly,
sew. My
it's
kids know how
crazy
to do
because we
that.
used to have like
honestly
home ec and
too. I
stuff
don't.
like that.
Is that a problem?
But
Say that.
nowadays, like everybody feel like if they learn stuff like that is like, especially men, they sit there and feel like if they learn that it's like demasculating to them. Like
Right.
when I was younger, I was
You
in
talking
Boy
about
Scouts,
dancing.
I was in 4-H, I was in all of that stuff because my mom
But
kept me involved in all that stuff. And
and
the
you
thing
know
about
what?
it is you can't do that with kids nowadays because they're gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm not doing that," because they worry about what somebody else would think about them. So
And
of
Yeah.
you
course
know
they
what?
never gonna learn this type of
It's
stuff.
crazy that you said that because now that you said that, they took a lot of that stuff out of the neighborhood.
Yep.
They took a lot of that out of the schools now. Because, like you said, when I was in high school, we had sewing classes. We had wood shop where we learned how to wood. You remember in middle school, you learned how to cook.
Hmm.
Did we learned
Had
how to
home
write
ec.
cursive so we could read the Declaration
To
of
be fair,
Independence?
Yes, you're
though,
right.
we got to be
Boy Scouts and stuff like that was in churches and stuff like that.
to be
Now a lot
fair.
of people don't go to churches and things like that, or like the YMCA community centers and stuff. They used to have these kind of stuff, and now they don't have this no more.
But we got to be mindful of the landscape we in as far as a society is more technology based.
I was
So
just about to say
a
that.
lot of the
Yep,
programs
Instagram and
and
stuff.
stuff that are
Yeah.
taking up the time and the credits or whatever they got is more allocated towards them learning towards technology shit and not hands-on shit, which works in their favor to make them more of a cog in the system. But that's some deeper shit.
Hmm.
But like it's just the way society is now is more
Mhm.
technology based. So they're losing touch with the things like home ec
Yeah.
or
It
Right.
was
woodwork or shit like that.
it's
Mhm.
systematic. It's intentional.
It's
Like
intentional.
there was
Yeah,
this whole
exactly.
documentary that I watched on Netflix.
Definitely
I watched
intentional.
it on Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
and it was about how Native Americans lost their right to hunt and lost their right to grow food so that they can become dependent on the system like grocery stores. Now I have to spend my money in grocery stores. And now I've
Mhm.
lost the knowledge because you've taken it away from me. They tried to fight for those. So like the fact that we're complacent about losing all this independent knowledge is because we don't even realize that this is how we survive. Now we're
Mm.
going in grocery stores, we're eating red dye and sickness, and our kids got seizures and ADHD and all this type of stuff because they've hooked us to a system for convenience on purpose.
Ooh, that was good.
on purpose.
And Dr. Umar,
That was good, Bree. That was good.
Get sick.
I ain't paying that no attention. That was good shit that you just said.
And I promise you, like, for real, I say, like, I don't fuck with politics. I tell people, like, if there's a raw candidate, I'll be like, yo, listen to this person, because the people who are raw and who are really saying real stuff, they don't get the money and they don't get the support and they don't get the people behind them, because the everyday people are who they actually support. But the people who got money are the ones who don't want that truth to come out. So they're going to support the fakes, right?
Yeah,
But
you're right. You're right.
every aspect of your life. I'm passing a law about how your streets look. I'm passing a law about whether I'm putting cameras up to target those black men. I'm passing a law about if these kids gonna have a music program or not. It affects everything in your life. So you really got to do pay attention. But everything is a lie. Everything is a distraction. And they clicked up. Like, you really got to know they're all clicked up. It's a game.
Yeah, girl, I believe it. Listen, Bree, look at me. Wait, I'm trying to find my face. Bree, I believe you, girl.
The worst thing they did,
I believe you.
Umar was saying, is when they took, like Nate was saying, when we was in school, we had all these trades. You could take wood chop. I took wood chop, home mag. I know how to sew. I know how to do all that. They really started taking those stuff out like in the 70s when they placed in the welfare system to remove the men out the house. They were starting to move the trade so the men could be in the house and they don't have the skill to work. So all you gonna know how to rob, steal, and then they taking your ass to prison. But what Darius said, but Brianna said, these kids don't know how. They don't have to get their hands dirty, but they know how to make money the way we don't know how to use technology. Also, so I'm not gonna say the younger generation is lazy. They could be to the time to where everything is on their phone. They can literally sit at home and make money all day, and they don't have their hands dirty.
You're right, James. And Karen just brought up a good point, though, on some real life stuff. Because I used to be scared of these people until I realized what the hell they was doing for real, okay? Antoinette, stop laughing at me. I used to be scared of these people. I used to be like, oh, my God. Look at them.
Amish people loaded, too.
I used to be scared of them, though. I ain't going to lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. She said that's why most Amish people look at us as privileged. They been growing their food, sitting in the dark, building their own houses and a set. They wrong when it comes to building.
They got so much money. You think they poor?
No,
These people be going to auction. What? They got crazy money and they take care of their whole community.
Right.
Like,
listen,
died, we got you. 10,000.
I used to work at the casino in downtown Cleveland, and it's like 4 of them. They came in one day. They dropped $40,000 on black, lost it, and just walked right back out like it wasn't
nothing.
They don't even look at us.
Money ain't nothing to them. They don't look as that's why they manifest it so easy for real.
Because they're independent.
Yeah,
and
they got a lot of money. Now I could learn from them or two. I wound up putting on the Mary dress on and everything. They just don't believe in washing up. That's all I don't like about them.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna say, like, it's not. He said it's crazy. It's a way of life for real.
Man, that
and I cannot speak for Amish people.
Girl, we need water and soap.
They look at us as privileged. I think they look at us as mentally fractured. We are mentally weak. Like, they need these distractions. They can't have conversations. They don't know how to survive. None of that. And for real, like, when I get to the level I want to be at, I'm gonna be growing my own food. And I want to be self-sustaining. I want to build my own house, like the Amish people have created. And if and let's say I start from the beginning, right? I get my land, I move my people on there who believe in the same thing. We gonna keep that energy. We're not going to the grocery store because you're not feeding the children of this homestead poison.
Yeah, I'd rather be friends with them. I'd rather have a homie. So any Amish that's watching this, please go on my Facebook page and accept me as a friend request.
We got some good Amish people out here.
I want to learn. Yeah, I want to learn.
Now, don't get me wrong. They could be assholes too, though.
They assholes, but if you about your business,
they can. But if you want to learn how to survive, them the motherfuckers that'll teach you how to survive. They hunt, they kill, and they build.
The Amish women like black men. You gotta be careful.
Man, I saw these. I was doing the moving job.
Follow me in the bathroom, man.
Oh
weak. I'm weak. This is this.
Hey,
Come on, James.
I was doing.
They
a
try to
moving
follow you in the
job.
bathroom. That's gonna make you a
I was
sacrifice.
on site at this moving job. They was building a house across from where I was moving this furniture out, right? And I want to say I was moving for about 5-6 hours. I shit you not. When I came, the land was empty. And gradually, as I'm looking up, as I keep walking out, it's a wall built. It's a wall built. And mine, they don't got no metal shit. It's 4 niggas doing this all by hand. And so I'm like, it's just mind boggling. And by the end of 6 hours, these niggas built a house in a day. A real big house, like a house with rooms, everything. And I'm like, God damn.
And we would be sitting there with like a wood and a nail, like.
That's because if you watch them,
that discipline,
they're kids. They
skilled.
make their kids work. They kids.
Yeah.
That's why they're so successful. Their 7 to 8-year-old kids run the heavy equipment for them. They're on forklifts and shit. I swear to God.
Why can't they? The Montessori
should.
education has children doing things like I was talking to him about it the other day. When you go visit a Montessori school, which is like amazing education, like you got to pay a lot of money to get your kid a Montessori education. The education is teaching children how to be self-reliant. So when it's lunchtime, they have a communal kitchen. Those babies go in and make their lunch together. The teacher teaches them, this is how you make a salad. This is how we serve a salad. Little Johnny's going to be the one to get the plates. Emma might be 4, but she's going to pour the water from the pitcher. Those children are taught to think strategically, to think independently, to not be just a robot of the system. And that's how the Amish teach their children.
But
okay, so I'm gonna say this little one thing about Amish, and I'm done with the Amish people. Is that if I ever do mess around with an Amish guy, I'm telling you right now, Tatara is not having 10 kids.
Listen, you might be happy in the forest, girl. Just try it one more time. Try it one
Girl, Tara don't want no more kids. I try one more just to make him happy. But after that, we ain't popping no 4, 5 no more.
Greg said it's too small of a community for healthy reproduction. Think about it. So you got your cousins sleeping with your cousins eventually.
Oh, I see. Now that's that nasty shit. No, you don't do that. Now that ain't logic. Now that ain't logic there. That's just some nasty shit.
I mean, if that's what's happening, that's just plain nasty. But we don't know if that's really what's happening. Maybe
I know, but that's nasty.
I don't know.
That's the West Virginia Amish, not our Ohio.
I don't know about that.
Shit,
I don't
ain't
know
just
about
Amish
that.
in West Virginia. That's just a lot of people in West Virginia.
Yeah, I don't know about that. No, seriously, because y'all know it's a movie about that though. It's a movie. It was a movie that came out. Damn, what is the name?
That's
it's on Netflix. This one man, he was a surrogate doctor. So he was helping women, having babies. But instead of him giving other, giving the people the other men's, stuff, he was giving the women his. So he was having multiple.
I saw
kids.
that. We saw that shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he was having multiple. Yeah, he was having multiple kids with other people. Yeah, now that shit is real.
You talking about that sperm doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a phone.
Yeah, I couldn't build myself to watch that because that's fucked up.
That was
Thank you, Mies, because she said, well, Queen Elizabeth and her husband were cousins. Why don't we be talking about that?
I do.
The incest.
They were. See, I ain't know that. That's nasty too.
Leaders that we look up to so much, you're fucking their cousins. Don't nobody got a problem with that.
Girl, I ain't never liked Queen Elizabeth, so I don't care.
Because I've been respected.
But that's how they feel out there. They feel like they want to keep their bloodline strong, so that's what they do.
And let's talk about
That's exactly it, Nate.
And they over here buying pieces of black women and black men.
Is that why the
Amish
Amish are doing it? Are the Amish doing it to kind of like they don't want to?
I think that if you think about it, like when you go meet other cultures, like the Indian culture, they have the way that their culture is set up, and it's actually set up so foundationally strong. Like they have family longevity. You know what I'm saying? When they marry an American, those ideologies and practices start to get disrespected or questioned or lost. So sometimes I could see the asset of keeping the same mental capacity in your bloodline, but not if you're doing incest. That don't make sense. So like the Amish, I don't think it's wrong for them to keep those other things out. Because if some American girl, like James said the other night on a podcast, comes in and she's like, I want to wear this crop top and it's making me free, but that's not what they think of in that society. Yeah, keep that hoe outside. Like keep that feminist out there, because that's not what we want our women to see.
Well, I'm just letting them know right now that I'm Puerto Rican and I'm black. Puerto Rican and black, okay?
I'm wearing that crop top. That's all it is. Keep me out.
Sorry, my dog over here snoring.
Okay. And I don't even think they women date women, so I'm out.
Oh Lord, you could turn a couple of them out though.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah,
Now that'll be hey, now that's that now that'll change. Hey, Bree, that would change the game.
Be like, hey, you heard of that middle field jelly? Like,
Yeah, now that'll change the game. This little light skinned little girl came in and changed everything.
they got good guys out there. Good guys out there.
they went in there and turned everybody out.
See, baby, turn
Wonder
it
why
out.
they want to see what the man on.
Jebediah in there dipping in the chocolate pudding though.
But we had good convo tonight.
Don't let James be in their bathrooms, obviously.
We're having fun in there.
Right. This is like OnlyFans content. What are we on right now?
Yeah,
That
I'll be
reality.
the first nigga to get the Amish girls on the OnlyFans.
Hey, look, don't just say the Amish sleep with family because people in your city be sleeping with their family. People everywhere sleep with their family. Let's not
We
act
know
like
it.
it don't happen. It's
And we know-
nasty and it's real. And
In
it happens
Painesville, so
everywhere.
small, our city, you liable to done mess with your cousin and don't know till after the fact.
That's true.
You
That's
start
true.
trying to
Yeah.
date him, and then your uncle or aunt coming around like,
But
you
some of them
you
know,
ain't-
and they
Everybody
just
in
nasty,
Painesville,
and
man.
everybody know, and don't nobody be saying nothing. So it happens. in every-
Painesville is small as fuck.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that be some fucked up shit. I'm glad I ain't been in that kind of situation. I know too many damn people in East Cleveland not to know who the fuck they are. Okay.
It be
Look,
some
sometimes
shit.
your daddy got a hidden baby somewhere, and he ain't
Girl,
told
the hell with my daddy. My daddy ain't even from here.
you real shit. You never know.
But that don't mean he ain't been up.
Look, my daddy was a good man, and I met this girl one time, and she looked just like me. She live out here. Everybody
Girl.
would see me, they be like, "Hey," I'm like, "I'm not her." They see her, they be like, "Hey," I'm
Mm-mm.
like, "I'm not her." I literally was like, "Who's your daddy?" Because we look too
Girl.
much alike, we sound alike.
Mm-mm.
Like I just need to know. My daddy was a good man, but now I'm questioning. So
Ah,
you never know.
Mm-mm.
You never know.
Girl, I got 5 brothers, okay, and no, 2 sisters, and my other sister stay in goddamn Akron, okay. I ain't on that. The hell with that. I don't want to sleep with no damn body.
Right, that's a whole different podcast.
Just stay out the
right
Amish
there.
community.
I know that's a whole different. This is a whole different. That's a different podcast. I know that's right, Greg.
You already
I'll get on that goddamn subject. You hear me?
That's the after hours. If you follow us,
Cause I don't even lie to you. That's some fuck shit, okay?
yeah, they thinking them dresses and them some loose ass dresses. Think how thick they are outside the damn.
James be eyeball. I ain't gonna lie. Boy, they be thicker
they
than
got
the
them muscles going from picking up that thing.
Y'all is silly.
Some people thick ass glasses,
Don't
man.
say Amish
Churning
late,
butter.
late. Look,
Hey, I'm sick of him with this Amish people.
that butter.
Leave them Amish people alone now. Now they ain't do nothing to you now. Leave them alone now.
We gonna get them on OnlyFans.
Now we said what we had to say about them. Leave them little people alone before they come over there and
How they
get
gonna
you.
record it?
Oh yeah, no technology. They can't
No,
be.
they
on-
do use technology.
Oh, they
now.
don't do technology, no.
Right, they do. Yeah.
They drive cars.
They
Some
allowed
of
to
them.
use- yeah.
Some of them.
I haven't seen that. I always
They
see them
got-
little
they got
scary
their
ass
own
horses
restaurants
carriage.
and stuff,
No, they
and
become
They drive
Walmart
when they go to like a big
credit
city or
cards,
something
Apple
like
Pay
that.
and stuff in the restaurant.
and sell
They
it.
got
Look, until they dad.
Yeah, not me. I see nothing but horse carriages and shit. I be like, oh my God. And it's so funny because I be tapping on my girl like, babe, look, babe, look.
Picking up now. They nitpicking on what they allowed to use.
No, so
technology-wise.
a lot of them do use technology. So there's like a little in Cleveland Heights. There's a whole little part by Severance where it's just like mainly Amish people that live
Oh,
there.
yeah,
They
look,
all live in
yeah, look,
they all
yeah.
live in houses and stuff like that. But what it is like the kids are even like because I used to do door to door, so I would ask them questions and stuff, and they're like, yeah, after a certain time they can't have TVs on or the lights and stuff need to go out after a certain time or certain days of the week that they're not allowed to like watch TV or play their games and all the other stuff. So they use the technology, and I think the only reason that they really use the technology is so that their kids can still be up to date for them to go to school and all that other stuff. But other than that, I don't think that they use it for a majority of
See,
anything.
I don't even go up that way no more because I got scared because I just saw them walking up and down the street. I seen them on Saturday, and
What
I'm like, where
is
the
it? The
hell is
hats?
they going?
What
They
is
be
it? Is it
coming
the
from a
hats? Is it the
Right? Why are
beard?
you
What
scared of Amish
what
people?
what
I
is
don't
it?
know.
You
Shit,
walking down the street,
I
you
don't
ain't bothered?
look, y'all. I don't know. I just always thought I was. I don't know. I was always scared of Amish people. I'm not scared of them no more because I like their cheese and wine.
Everything they make at they farm to sell is like fire and top notch.
Listen, you know what?
I love going to
really
Amish
wanna
country.
I
go-
love Amish people.
Wait, I really want to go.
I
I
to
love
love,
it.
I love,
I was
yeah, I love going to Amish country too. I love
I love
Miller's
it.
Bakery.
spot, please.
Listen, I love it, y'all. I was just always scared of them. That's why I said I used to tap everybody. I used to be like, wait, look.
Oh, you
Y'all
know,
cannot
no,
say y'all did that. I
Amish
did that a couple of damn times,
might
y'all,
be
when I was
Jewish.
younger. Like in my 20s, I used to tap the fuck out of them. Like, baby, look. They go another one.
Oh, he was saying that was the Jewish people up there in Cleveland.
Okay, it might be
Oh,
Jewish.
they
It was
Jewish.
a long time
Okay.
ago. Okay, it was a
Yeah.
long time ago. It probably was Jewish.
He
They
know
speak the
exactly
same
what we're
language.
talking
They
about
speak
then.
Yiddish, though, I think Amish people
No.
speak Yiddish, don't
Yeah,
they?
well, I don't know what they speak, but Jews speak Hebrew.
And they speak Yiddish too.
He said he ran a pizza shop in.
No. They do speak Hebrew. Yiddish is a dialect of.
Well, this
Hebrew.
when you get it. You gotta get it when it's what's the name of that season when they go out to the world?
Right,
I call
shit.
it Ram Shack.
Oh my
season.
gosh.
Ram
So
Shack.
he know exactly what we're talking about.
It's like
Yeah,
rump
you know exactly what we're talking
Right
about.
there in that area, like Cleveland Heights and Cedar.
What's that shit called? Rump waffle or
Yeah,
something?
it's
You get them and they can do whatever with
Yeah,
you
they-
and they can't get in trouble.
They allowed to do something.
Yeah, we're gonna get them on the OnlyFans. They thick ass and do some Ram Shack.
Ram
need to
Well, I
try
don't
to.
know
We
what
need,
language they was talking. They was talking English, so
we need to try to get one on the show, y'all. That's what we need to do.
Oh, I know a couple of them.
It's Rum Springer.
Antoinette,
It's
work
called-
your
I know a
magic,
couple of 'em.
girl.
It's Rum Springer. It's called Rum Springer. Yeah, like-
Antoinette, we need Antoinette to work her magic, y'all. Bring one of them Amish people on here.
hey, they together. They got their shit together.
I'm telling you, let's go to the breakfast restaurant so we can eat some banging
I'm
food.
dead ass. We need to go. I'm not scared. I told you I'm
We
not
gotta go
scared of
to
them
the
no
Temple
more.
of South Taylor.
Is
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
a
that's what it is. It's South
Yeah,
Taylor.
that's where it's at.
I want
That's
the
what we
biscuits
talking
and
about.
sausage gravy.
But
It's
yeah,
like
there
right
is.
there by the gas station and stuff. Right there.
I'll be
Right
in,
after
I'll be in
7.
Cleveland the weekend
Cleveland
of
Heights.
Halloween, bro. So
I
I'll
bet.
make sure I'll slide through there.
Hey,
I'll
y'all.
be there from like the 27th through the 1st.
Oh, okay. We're gonna link
Should we
up
have
then.
a Halloween party though?
I'm going to the Browns game, so
I was
got
just
people
about to
from all
say,
over my Browns community that's all coming up here, like flying from the UK, flying from Utah, all that.
Wait,
So we're
so-
just having a big party.
okay, so what kind of party y'all throwing? Like a Browns party or something? Like, is we invited? We get free
If y'all want to
tickets
come,
or
if y'all want to
something?
come to downtown Cleveland and tailgate on the Monday, that's perfectly fine.
Wait, you gotta slide us. Wait, hold on. You gotta slide us some tickets, bro. We got you on the show. What do you mean? I'm just kidding.
I'm not even watching. I'm watching the game from the parking lot. I ain't pay for no
I'm
damn
just talking
tickets.
shit. I'm just listen. Whatever I say for real when I do that, I'm just playing. Like I'm really silly. Okay, just I can be serious, but I'm just messing with you. That's all.
Nigga said they got some rum. All right, y'all. I think that's it. We getting off.
Yes.
I hear you, James. Like, we did real good today. 3 hours and some change. We did real good today.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit that cash app.
I love
Money
talking
sign.
to y'all.
Hit Show Podcast LLC.
Hey, get that money up.
Thank you, Mies. Thank you.
And then make
Greg.
sure y'all watch the show because we're gonna be doing Trivia Monday tomorrow. So we're gonna be taking we're gonna be having different questions now. So you gotta make sure you watch the whole podcast to get the answers right.
Hey, support your people, support your city, and every view helps. So if you're washing the dishes and you need to think about something or listen to something interesting, put it on.
Period.
Right.
You driving? Do it.
Thank
Period.
you, Aaron. Thank you, Greg. Thank you,
Muchas
Mies.
gracias.
We out.
Hey, one more thing before we go, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
This is
Okay, what?
this is funny. First off, tell your mom I said hey, and I, you know what I'm
All right.
saying? I'll speak to her. But So it was funny because I don't know if you remember when we was in school. I don't know if you remember this moment, but I do. And I hope you don't get offended by this, but this shit was the funniest and it just popped up in my head.
Oh shit! Well, don't say it then. No, I'm just playing.
So look, we were sitting in Miss Titus's class, and she was passing back tests, and I think I had a bad grade, and I asked you, and you had a bad grade. I'm like, what you get? He's like, I got an F. Then you was chewing your paper ball, and I'm like, what you smiling about? You got an F. He's like, F is for fantastic with this big ass smile on your fucking face. And it's not that you would either, bro. I'm sorry, bro, that shit happened. Dying laughing.
Wait, I think every kid went through that though. Every kid went through that.
Yeah.
I used to be
But
so.
if you would have seen his facial expression, you would have fell out your desk because he's chewing a paper ball and smiling at the same time. Like it's.
Why would you
And he said it like he meant it. Like he was.
That was so cute.
That's funny.
reverse
I
energy?
think
Reversing the energy, right? Bro, me and him was so bad. Like,
Bro,
that shit ain't
crazy.
make no damn sense. So
and then look now, that's crazy, man. Like it's crazy. But I guess you got to be bad when you're younger, so you can grow out
to
of it.
understand, right?
But
Yep.
I love that story though, because it shows she keeps saying reversing the energy because that's the mentality I have now. Even if I'm doing something fucked up or I make a mistake or whatever, hey, it is what it is. I'ma just accept it and learn from it and
And
reverse
learn from it.
figure out how I can make it better and become fantastic.
That's
Whatever.
what you're doing for real.
Yep.
So
Well, thank
I mean,
you
if you
for coming
listen,
on
I
the
said I had a
show.
bad grade too, so I ain't just make it seem like you had a bad grade.
Right. You ain't just throw me under the bus. Good luck. That's a brother for you right there.
God bless you as well.
All right,
good night.
y'all have a good
All right,
night,
y'all.
man.
Good
All
night.
right. Thanks for coming on.
Nate.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, y'all.
Thank you. Bye.